and welcome to episode 108.2 of Awakening. Jumping back with the numbers because of numbering reasons. Today we are here with our favorite paladin.
Highest level one? Question mark? Who knows?
Well, you are splitting up with Reuven.
Mm-hmm.
Reuven is leaving into the woods, doing Reuven things, and you're probably
Yeah.
leaving towards one of the cities
Yeah, going
to
east somewhere,
find
yeah.
people. Yeah. Spila will be staying at the lighthouse. She is trying to figure out some things. Nia is going the same direction as you are, and you can travel together or
Yeah, that's
travel
maybe I
alone.
actually wanted to ask her since we're traveling the same direction, I'm guessing.
Clearly, when you travel with her, you're way slower since Nia doesn't seem to bother having a horse or does not have a horse or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Yeah,
always
it's fine.
walking.
And at least I can spend at least like a few days with her, just like I had a few things I wanted to ask her.
Yeah.
Or actually I wanted to give her something as well.
Alrighty. So the two of you start walking east. First stop is probably like getting to the campsite.
Mm-hmm.
Arriving there somewhere, sometime as night comes around. And yeah, you can chat along the way if you want to.
Yeah.
Travel in
I think
silence.
I think like before I guess like during the downtime I'd ask about holy water. I don't know if we want to go into that detail or the whole conversation, but feel like I noticed that like I know if you remember the symbols that I mentioned before, one of the requirements is that somebody cast bless, and I presume that since they all have bless as a requirement, that it might be the chosen who cast it. So I was wondering if you how do you cast bless? 'Cause I've seen you cast the spell before, but I can't seem to figure out how to get holy water.
I got some pointers in the right direction. Holy water seems to be one of these not so easily solved problems. Unless you get a group of us together with the
Mm.
necessary spells. But at least for us, my deity has revealed a procedure to me how to create it for myself.
Let's see. Well, I guess it's something I'll have to figure out down the line. Do you know what the spells required are, or is it specific to each deity?
To my understanding, it is a create water spell combined with there's a somewhere in one of the rules that explains how to make it.
Yeah, I remember that was the case. I just forgot what it was. It's like create water or something. It's like 3 spells, I think. I'm just
Create
right now.
water, purify food and drink, bless, chant, prayer. Well,
Are those like all the same, or do you need all those? Is it bless, chant, or prayer, or bless, chant, and prayer?
yeah, you need all of them.
Oh, so you need 5 people. God.
Does not need 5 people.
Oh wait. Okay. So.
Technically, only needs 2 because they create water and um, I
Oh,
think you can do it alone if you have access to all of them.
I see. I'm following. I just need to cast them in that order. I see. I gotcha. That's kind of wait. So, do you need bless to be able to get holy water? Because you need holy water to cast bless.
Yeah, that's one of these tricky things.
So you need to get like it's sort of like when you're like
You need to get
replicating
started
something.
somewhere, and once you
Yeah,
get it started,
you can like you can keep it going. It's like sourdough kind of. You just need to
yeah.
get it started somewhere, but then you can just kind of makes it easier afterwards. Okay, good to know. Look at my spell list really quick to see if I have how many spells I have, and then I'll thank you for that. I think I only have like one of them. I have prayer as well. But that's not gonna be for a while. chant? Everyone has chant. Okay. Okay. Never mind. So that isn't too bad.
I think blessed chant and prayer should be.
Yeah, blessed chants
No,
and
is prayer
blessed
in
and chants
all or
everyone
is
has.
prayer
Prayers
in
in combat.
combat? Yeah.
Everyone has blessed and chant though, and then everyone has purified food and water as well, or food and drink. Okay. All right. Anyways, it's like as we're like after that, I'll be like, oh, so I have, I guess we have no real use for these, and I'd rather see you alive than dead. So I'll hand to the priest girls.
Okay.
2 priest scrolls we have. Usmar might have my head for this, but you know, we quite literally cannot use these, so.
There are rather powerful spells on here.
Rather powerful spells that are useless in our hands.
Thank you. I will use them wisely.
But for repayment for that, tell me a bit about yourself. I don't think we've actually had much of a conversation or have so much time together aside from combat.
It's not much to know about. There isn't much to know about me.
Oh, come on, there's much to know about everybody.
I'm the offspring of a wandering elf and a lovely human woman who was, shortly after getting pregnant with me, left alone to fend for herself. I've been fighting my entire life. Joined the military guild. Left the military guild once I found my calling. Been wandering those kingdoms ever since to find, well, you kind of know what my job is, so.
You live at home often, or keep wandering? Keep wandering.
Gives you like a kind of forced smile and says, there's no home for people like me.
You don't consider where your mother is home.
I'm a bastard child. Mixed race. I don't think my mother really can provide a home for me, even if she tried her best. She died a long time ago.
Oliver just looks like empathetically at her, like sort of like a not like fully relating, but like partly relating. I'm sorry to hear.
Well, things happen. I've been blessed of not caring about it too much anymore.
Oliver's thinking like, is that why she has that aura surrounding her? Is that like what Lenithar gave her to like deal with all this? I'm trying to think if you would broach the topic. Let's see. Is that what Thunderthar gave you, or one of the things he gave you, or blessed you with?
Might very well be.
I say like gesturing towards like the aura, like the thing, this aura.
Maybe. Maybe not. It's hard to say. But as it might feel for you and most of your friends, probably like a burden to be living in this aura, it doesn't to me.
It's a blessing and a curse, I'd say, for me at least. Helps in tense situations, but I don't know. I don't know if I've been, I don't know if I don't know how it would feel to be around it all the time.
Used to it.
I imagine you do. we actually? I'm just thinking out loud now. Did we tell Near where we got the pre scrolls from? I forgot. Did she ask about it? Okay. Uh, I imagine she probably knows about it or like some idea about it, or she just doesn't care enough to ask. Or I mean never mind. Anyway, oh, I think I'll just like during like the next couple days, just like try to pry information about her. Not pry is the wrong word, but just sort of like glean information about her during the few
Well,
days. It's interestingly enough. Oh yeah, sorry. It's like
before we
I
go
was
into the next days, you're in the wilderness all
that
alone.
is true.
It is
We'll have
raining.
watches, I guess. Yeah. I have a. Do I have a tent in my person still? I need to check. Imagine she does, but oh, I don't have a tent anymore. Fuck, I threw it away when we were not threw it away. I put in the purple hole. I think when we were doing the teleport shit when we were worried about teleporting. Oh, I don't have a tent. That sucks.
Neither does Nia, apparently. So it's gonna be a chill
Terrible night.
night
Yeah.
sitting under a tree. It's not raining bad, it's just drizzling, so that's fine.
Yeah, you're in the woods at least, so like it blocks some of it as well.
But you're also in like prime troll territory, so
Yeah, I do still have oil on my person. Okay, oil and acid still. No, I do have acid still. 2 acid vials and kill 2 trolls. Two
so
pints of oil.
you set up watch. You take
Yeah,
the first half, Nia takes the second half, or what's the?
I guess Anir takes first half. She's okay with it because she has night vision or dark vision or whatever it's called, whatever it's called. Infravision. There we go. Same thing with like Ruben, I guess. Just She full HP at this point as well, right?
Yeah. We passed like 3 or 4 days, so you could have
I'm just
healed
remembering
everybody
one.
back to full. So
Yeah. Okay, perfect.
yeah. You go to sleep and Nia will wake you up, letting you know that there is a group of 2 black bears that are like circling around the camp at the moment.
I'll put my cloak and stuff on, but not the armor on, and just sort of like be kind of quiet and just sort of like wait and see if they do anything.
You hear like the occasional crack as the bears seem to be stepping on like some twigs or something.
Oh, are they black bears or is that what she said?
Black, yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll say to Nair if I remember correctly. If they try to do anything, try to act big and I'll try and act big and scary and scare them away.
She nods. Then you wait like half an hour or so, at which point Nia is quite convinced that the bears have left.
All right. Well, I can take a watch from here if you need to.
So you sit around, waiting for light to come. The rain gets worse. It starts to really rain. It's pouring. And as light comes, you can wake up Nia. Both of you are wet to the bone.
Yeah. Reminiscent. Feeling remembrance about the cold out in the east, the mountains, just like feeling terrible.
Fortunately, it's not cold, so.
Well, I imagine the rain makes you a little cold if you're like just sitting out getting drenched in the rain.
It's like still like
Zaps your heat away.
15 Celsius plus in the night.
Oh, that's
so
true, yeah.
I mean, it's warm here, so it's fine. And we can travel another day and make it to West Point or Kofa if you want to.
Yeah, wherever she wants to go, because I'm gonna be.
Yeah, you probably don't want to be staying in the rain, so getting into like a somewhat nice, like, let's be like not too overconfident with the word here, but it's an inn.
Yeah.
A beach house.
Ooh,
Maybe.
nice.
It's one of these fishing villages, so everything is kind of at the coast here, so you can sit down, hear the sound of the ocean in the distance. That is definitely exactly the point where we should switch to the fishing village, because it makes sense. And just a bit too loud. So, and you can settle down, and then you want to do like kind of
Yeah, I
pry
just want
on
to.
knee a bit.
Yeah, just kind of like ask her shit. Yeah, just like I don't know if I want to ask. Just kind of like talk along the way since we're traveling for like 2 days on end roughly.
Yeah,
You know,
she's like
figure out what
always
she's.
like very short answers. If you ask her anything personal, she like gets really short answers. So if there's something specific you want to know, then you have to specifically ask her.
Yeah, I'll ask her like at least the one thing I'm actually curious about is like what are your next plans after since the banshee's been dealt with.
I don't really know. I don't have much in terms of plans these days. Just wander around, and sometimes I get a calling, and sometimes something falls in my lap, as it just so happened. The three of you seem to be a steady supply of work for me, but well,
Smile at that. Uh,
if there's anything
yes, we.
you need, I'm free at the moment.
I was just planning. Like I guess I just need to go and find all the various chosen of the deities and get them to agree to help me build a temple, I guess, in Barrios or bless a temple. I guess that's the next thing I'm planning on doing. I guess I also need to go to Camp Vidovich and get an estimate on how much my deity symbol is going to cost, since materials are quite simple, just a lot of gold.
Fancy schmancy, huh? I guess then we should go and start finding some obsidian.
That's true. Do we know what obsidian is? Like out of character, like in character, do we know what obsidian is, or is it like a random, like a question mark thing?
It's kind of a
Never heard of the
question
term.
mark thing.
Okay, so it's kind of like snow, where it's like, okay, I got you. Okay.
Like
Yeah, I guess
these
so.
weird clerics and chosen have things that don't really make much sense, and like nobody really knows where it comes from.
Okay.
Like a
I just know
Nia's
if it was
blade,
kind
for
of.
example, is like it's an obsidian blade, so like
Oh,
how exactly? But
I
yeah,
see. I see.
so and the holy symbols of all of the Funafar people, these blocks of obsidian.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, I hope that when I find the Connolly, or I guess the new Connolly chosen, or the now Connolly chosen, they will accept my gift. Or they'll accept my gift because I found the hard ingredient for them.
if it counts,
I just.
that's the question.
Oh, sorry. That's true. And if they'll accept it from me.
Do you think you can cheat divine rituals?
I don't know if it's cheating. I claimed it from a dragon myself.
You did.
Yes.
They
That's what I'm
didn't.
thinking. I did that. They didn't, yeah. Well, I'll offer it to them at the very least, and they can figure out the details themselves if they agree to it. I just need to get them to agree to it, and it's probably going to be a few months to a year, anyway, a few years anyway down the line. So as long as they're fine with it, they can find the dragon blood themselves.
You have to find
I
a
imagine
dragon
they have one
first.
dragon. Oh, sorry.
You have to find a dragon first.
I imagine that Connolly has one dragon in mind. They probably want to get it from.
Well, that might be true.
Do you know what happened to the last one? I don't know if the. Oh god, I blanked. Kaliran told you or not.
She knows. Might have been on his way to get some dragon's blood.
I think that was exactly the case. We talked to a. Oh god, I forgot his title. We talked to where I got these ingredients, like I'll like point at like the paper, the symbol, like where the ingredients on. We met a Mad on Hatana Island that was decoding. It was not decoding this. I guess I don't know. It was translating it from from an ancient tongue that and apparently I think he mentioned that the Chosen was going to get Dragon's Blood. That was the point of it, and I think he apparently obviously died in the process. That was the purpose of his trip there.
Well, then maybe you have to solve problems for another Chosen once again. Seems to be on brand with you, doesn't it?
Seems to be keeping this like
Big
motion
happy
like
family.
alive, yes, and not fighting each other as little as possible.
Well, well.
That is the one thing I'm afraid of whenever this thing comes to, whenever everyone meets up. I guess inevitably when everyone meets up is that if hopefully people don't get too upset with each other.
Probably not.
I don't imagine it, but it's a fear.
Anyways, I think if you don't have any need for me, I think I might stay here. Watch the ocean for a bit.
Oh, I guess speaking of this area, is that I think, do you know Septima?
Yes, meta.
I think she mentioned that there was some zombies on, oh god, like around, like east of Port Bremen, some of those villages. I don't know if that's something you're interested in, but I think that was the only thing that I remember about undead.
Sometime we will figure out what exactly the problem is around this place.
I just thought I'd mention it.
Occasionally happens that there are some undead wandering the area.
Seems quite strange considering how. Oh wait, I do have actually one important thing I need to tell you, or that I forgot to mention for a while now. After we killed the vampire, I don't know if Usmar ever told you, but there was some he's in correspondence with somebody, and I believe the person he was in correspondence with, that he was like a master or a friend to him or something. That's called the Eye. I believe he tried to assassinate me at one point. When we went to Barrios, so about a few weeks after we killed the vampire. I'm not sure if you know about that faction or person or not, but it seems to have been around for a while and quite hidden most of the time. I don't remember if we told you that or not. It's something to be aware of.
That's what the working hypothesis is for the moment, that there is some sort of hidden necromancer living somewhere in the Port Bream area. But it seems to be hidden quite well.
Seems to be. They seem to be. I mean, are they old? It seems from like what someone told me is that they've been around for a while. Are they undead themselves, extending their lives, or is that so? Like, are they? I wonder if it's the title that's been rot down and been traded over time.
Once you no longer care for what happens to your soul, many things are possible.
Is that how those sort of pause from those like greater mummies and death knights and sort of stuff come to be? Is that a different thing?
Similar but different.
Oh, speaking of that greater mummy, I don't know if Usma ever mentioned it to you, but while we were camping outside that city with the greater mummy in it, I did have like a vision of like a pure black figure walking in through like a portal almost, I believe. Here when we were camping a few miles outside the city. And during that same night, I think we heard like shattering in the distance, I don't shattering, like a glass, like a giant glass pane shattering or something. And then when we went back the next day, I believe the temple that was in there was scorched. I don't know if that means anything. I'm not sure if Usman mentioned it. Had a terrible feeling the whole time, I believe, that night as well.
We spoke about it. There was movement within the shadows east.
Okay. Just want to make sure you're aware of it. Aside from that, I don't really have anything else to inform you on. unless you want to, I guess, tell Clear whenever you meet up with them if he's all right with the symbols and the blessings and all that sort of stuff. But aside from that, I think I'll leave you to yourself then.
If you're going looking for the chosen, the the suspected Death Knight out east, if it is true, then have I told you how Death Knights come to be?
They have something to do with Chosen. I remember. I think they turned from Chosen to Death Knights, cursed or damned or something. I don't remember exactly. Something like I remember it has something to do with Chosen or ex-Chosen, I guess.
If a chosen breaks his oath in a spectacular manner, sometimes the deities will strike them with a curse, turning them into husks of their former self to wander the land, trying to free themselves, stuck in an eternal battle with their own ego.
Got her at the thought of it.
One of your chosens could be stuck there.
A blank for one of Mylan's Chosen.
One of the 8.
Is that a working theory or like anything to go off of, or it's just it's one of the 8 deities?
It's just a hunch. If a Death Knight exists, it must have been a chosen in a different time.
Of course.
Which means that a spot is occupied. Or at least in some way occupied. Or in some way linked to whoever exists now.
Looking through my notes, okay. Well, I've met the Chosen of Chakanoi, Dolanir, Anansuta. Hanalir, I'm not sure. I haven't met Threkthalon. And obviously I've met Thanathar and Myelin. I can't imagine it would be Canalir, because if this is just a guess that it's not Canalir. Like if the spot is occupied, so I guess it could be Sun Sarah or Threkthalon then, potentially. If the spot is occupied, as you said. I guess if they're linked, it's different.
She shrugs and says, I'm just thinking out loud here.
Mm-hmm.
Can't really tell you how this works exactly. But didn't we all meet the potentially previous chosen of my deity?
I believe so.
And didn't Kaliran have to go and fight him at some later point?
Same with me, I guess. Though I guess I'm not sure if I would call it a fight, more of a test, I guess, at least in my case. Whenever I touched, I'll gesture towards Sael, it sort of ended. Grabbed it, I guess. I wrenched it from his hands or the old Chosen's hands, as I realized I was outmatched. I'm not sure if the test of arms. I don't know. Not entirely sure either. And I witnessed Kaliran's test a bit, and then I think he had a similar thing as me. Yeah, but Carr was there at least.
So whoever this Death Knight might be linked to, or whoever this Death Knight is occupying, wouldn't be surprised if earlier or later There is a inevitable fight that is waiting to happen.
I see. He's thinking for a moment. I wonder if it's in Kaliran's test. At least it seemed that, at least in mine and Kaliran's, the fight with the previous chosen was a one-on-one thing. It seemed as if they would not allow any. There was like a barrier that, at least in my case, there was a barrier that my friends couldn't pass in, and then in Kaliran's case, that I witnessed the battle, but I could not. There was a wall of something that I could not pass. I don't know how that's going to be in the case of the Death Knight, or if it's just they have to be a part of the fight and kill it and taking it down.
He shrugs.
I'm going to be honest. I don't. If they're a fresh chosen like Kaliran was, I can't, like, at the time, I can't imagine they'd have any shot at killing a Death Knight. They're as formidable as you said.
That's my point. I think apart from the three of you, there's not really many people in this kingdom crazy enough to venture.
Can't imagine how many people in the last 1,000 years that have ventured that far east and lived. Well, I guess I'll have a. I think I was ready to face a Death Knight when we walked in that lighthouse. I guess hopefully, as long as I'm prepared, I think I should be able to take it down. What's another 1,000-year-old monster that has been plotting with another 1,000-year-old monster to kill? It's been plotting for a while. It's evil.
As long as it's only one.
You think they work together?
A monster that has been plotting for 1,000 years? Wouldn't be surprised if it has some sort of minions.
Oh, okay. Minions. I thought you meant multiple Death Knights working together.
I don't think Death Knights can work together.
That's what that's what I was scared of for a moment. That if there's multiple, that might be an issue. But well, I guess it's the future problem. I think hopefully we're ready enough to deal with the Death Knight at this point. We did find a lot of protection scrolls, and so I think we should be okay against at least some of its magics and spells. Actually, I'm gonna look through my thing we got. I think we got protection from magic. We did, yes. We found a protection from magic scrolls. I think that should be good against its spells. As long as we can beat it in melee combat, I think. As long as me, whoever this mysterious chosen is, and Reuven can get into melee with it, I think it should be fine. Granted, there's a lot of variables at play, but terrible odds, I feel like.
She shrugs again.
Well, I guess I guess I'll ask Kalir if I ever come across him, but I don't want to force your hand in this, but if I mentioned to you that we are going to fight a Death Knight, would you feel obligated to fight it with us?
For some reason, we have not been called east. I'm not quite certain why. From what you describe, it should be exactly where we are supposed to be, but I don't know if there's a reason behind that.
Maybe the reason is probably, but I mean, one of the reasons I'm guessing is the fact that it might just be purely suicidal at this point. At least in the mummy's case, from what you told me, I don't think any of us aside from Moosemark get injured at this point. And it also had a army of minions as well, and a spell, like a wall of force that you had to say a password to get through. Skeleton that could throw a fireball from its chest.
Oh, they're funny.
Fought them once before, but not with other things, but oh well. Thank you for informing me about that.
Wounded, but other than this, I'm not quite certain who could.
I'm not Sael is very powerful and can endure evil things greatly, but I might have to ask my deity if we plan on fighting that mummy if there's a way I can increase Sael's power to be able to endure it. I would have to do if we can find an equivalent or greater item, maybe want to sacrifice it like to do it, but it's the only idea I can think of off the top of my head. That
Right.
is, I'll worry about that when we actually plan on fighting it.
Exactly.
Well, anyway, Nair, I appreciate all the help you've done for us. Anything you can do if you need any help in the future and you find us along the way, feel free to let me know.
Of course.
Anyway.
Good luck on your travels and finding the other chosen.
I know where most of them are, and if what I know is correct, then I might have to be traveling to the Elven lands in the near future.
Well, I don't envy you.
What's the worst that could happen there? As long as I can get through, as long as I get permission, I feel like it's gonna be the hardest part. And I guess if I can stand the ridicule.
I was thinking that can
rumors are
happen
correct.
is getting nailed to a tree by a bunch of arrows.
That is why I said permission. I have a few plans.
Well, good luck with your plans, I guess.
Thank you. Good luck with your plans as well.
Right.
I'll
Take a nap.
leave.
And you
Take a
split
nap
ways.
and leave. Yeah. All right.
Next day you can make it easily to Port Breen, or even further if you want to.
Yeah, I just want to stop by Camp Vidovich at some. I think the next stop is gonna be. I'll just stop in Port Breen. I'm not really gonna do anything here. And I'm gonna go to Camp Vidovich and just get like an estimate, since I have the accurate measurements on how much the gold it would cost to actually get my island simple remade.
Okay. I think
so I can budget that out.
I made the calculation before, so
It was like 25,000 if I remember correctly, or something along those lines.
something. Let's see. It should be somewhere in our
I wrote it
chat.
down. Yeah, let's scroll up. Just look it up.
22.5. Is that the last one that I gave you?
I think it was something like that. I wrote down 25K, but I remember that was just an estimate. It was 22. Oh, it was 25,000 because it was 22,500 for the material and then 2,250 for the labor.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, so I think it's just 25,000. It's like a little less than 25,000. So okay, I'll just like give them the accurate measurements and just be like, okay, like they confirm, yeah, it'll be roughly that cost. Okay, so I'll just keep that in mind when using my money. That is just kind of set it aside. Okay. And I guess while I'm in Camp Vidovich, I'll just start going to the temples and asking around about people. Like asking for the. Okay, so Chakanoi I know is not here. Dolanir I know is not here. Anansuta I know is up north. No, Chakanoi I don't know where he is. Never mind. I've written this. Okay, so I'm going to be looking for. I'm going to be just going to the temples, like doing some praying, and then like asking around either for like the head cleric or the head priest or like just some lay people as well, if they've seen just like people with like the symbols. It may help me describing the symbols of the deities that people I know that aren't here, and see if they've seen them around on like armor or anything like that. But I'll describe Chakanoi, Sunsera, Canalir, and Threkthalon.
Just for fun, a D8.
A 2.
A 2 already. There's nobody in Camp Vidovich.
Alrighty. I guess
you give a description. People have seen some of the divine spellcasters. They come by from time to time, and but right now you don't find any.
Okay. And like no one's like none of them have like come by recently. Like recently enough that they'd be like in the city or like they know where they've gone.
Nope.
Okay. Well then, I think I'm just gonna be. I think that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'll go back to Port Breen and do that then. Like ask around.
Do you like leave messages or anything like?
I think unless I can find the chosen, I think I'm not gonna. I guess okay. Which one? Who did I? What were the descriptions I got in Camp Vidovich actually? Because some of the people, if I've seen them, like ask questions about.
One of them seems to be Chris.
Okay.
And then the second one, you know, usually you, like, a few weeks ago you probably wouldn't have gotten this, but right now in the description, like, they describe a very knightly looking person with a odd plate armor, and as they describe like the plate armor, it like sounds familiar to you.
Is that the Judicator guy?
No, they describe a leaf plate.
Oh shit. I'm gonna ask if they can point me in the direction of where he went.
Left the town, the city,
Left of
through
town?
the gate, and up the road.
Okay. Okay, so so like this way?
Maybe like
Okay,
a
I
week
guess
ago
I'll
or so.
alright, I guess I'll be heading to I'll head to Port Bremen and to Low Bay, I guess. Afterwards and see if I can find a guy in the leaf plate, because that sounds like Percy. Oh shit. I might not have to go, I might not have to go to the Elven Lands.
Maybe, yeah. Or there's probably not many people wearing leaf plates anywhere.
Yeah, well, I'll ask, was he human or could they tell?
Yeah.
Okay, that's probably him then. Wait, I've seen his armor, and I've also seen a leaf plate because I have it on me. Was his armor a leaf plate that he had originally?
No.
Okay, never mind then. Okay, yeah, I'll be heading on the direction. So I was heading along the road then to Port Brune and Low Bay, looking for
Alrighty.
Percy. I've
Next
seen
day
Percy
you
before. He's a
head back
handsome
to
man.
Port Bream. Give me
Yeah,
a
looking for.
D8.
Oh, a 1.
1. Once again, you find no chosen in this temple.
Okay, but I'll ask around, like, if there's been anybody, if they've seen a man in a leaf plate walk in the temple or in the city around.
Give me a D20.
D20.
Just for fun.
A 7.
7.
I'm kind of low today, all things considered. Damn. Actually, only 3 dice, so.
Yeah. Yeah, they have seen, someone like you described the plate, they have seen a guy with a leaf plate. Yeah. It's been here yesterday.
Oh. You know, did he... Oh, but I guess I'll just stay. I'll be like, okay. I guess if you would you mind, like, I'll write a note for him. I'll write a note. I can't write Elven. I'll leave a note for him and be like like if you see him, can you hand him this? It'll basically be like, hi Percy, it is Oliver. I have something I'd like to talk to you about. Meet me at this inn if you're still in town. And I'll stay in town for a few days and just kind of like.
Who do you give like you go to the temple, you talk with people at the temple, they tell you that he was in the temple yesterday. Then you
I'll just
ask to leave a note.
I'll leave it with like the head
if
priest.
they know where he went or something.
Okay. I assume they. I'll ask him like, oh, do you know where he went? Or did he leave town? Or I assume he was still in town because they said he was here yesterday, but I could have left.
No, I have to double check that I'm not mixing things up again. But
yeah, take your time.
Oh no, yeah, he left. They're pretty certain that he left town.
Okay.
Towards Lope.
Perfect guess. All right, I'll thank them for their time and just like keep the letter on me in case I need to give it to somebody else in the future.
All right.
And I'll next, I guess. Yeah, probably it's like the morning or like the afternoon. You probably get to Lobe in the same day.
No, if you want to, you can make it to Lobe. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get to Lobe then.
All right. You zoom over to Lobe.
I guess I'll see if I can find him along the way. If like I'll like look for him like a man. If I see a man in a leaf plate walking along the road or riding a horse or a unicorn or something, I'll keep that in mind.
Unicorn.
I don't know. He's wearing he's a human wearing elven leaf plate with like in the human land. I don't know.
I wanted to look up this here. That is totally not what I was looking for. I was looking for this. Also no. Okay, yeah. You don't see him on the road. You arrive in Lobe and you can head to the temple and ask around, and they will let you know that that he is indeed here. He is has a dinner with the Pater Primus.
Perfect. Terrell. Okay. I will leave the note with him. I guess this priest then, and then just, like write in which inn I'm staying at.
Mm-hmm.
Like be like, yes, would you mind handing this to him when he if he comes back to the temple, or if you hand it to the Potter Primus if he doesn't come back to the temple today.
Yeah, we'll make sure that it is delivered. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I'll leave them to their dinner, their Dolineer dinner, and I'll.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I've met Tanner before. I don't think I've met him a lot though. I don't have. I've actually met him. I've been around when Usmar's talked to him, but I haven't talked to him myself. So I think it'd be weird if I just asked. Like, I don't think I've really had a conversation with him much.
Was it still Julius when you?
Julius was the necromancer. It saved his kid. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oliver's kind of been like the.
I think it's
kind
like
of been around
once,
a few times.
but...
Yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah, so I don't think I really think about him much then while I'm coming to town then, unless we meet up or something and meet him in the inn or something.
Yep. So you had to the Rusty Axe or whatever it was called.
Whatever it's called, yeah, and just chill there.
And chill there. Perfect. Next day comes, we have breakfast and sit around waiting, or do you like walk through the city?
I'll go to the temple to actually like pray in the morning, and then I see it, and then from there I think I'll just be like.
Or if you go to the temple in the morning, you will find Percy at the temple praying.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I'll go to my spot and pray, and then like wait for him to be done. After like if it's like I know it's around this whenever we both get done.
Easy cheesy. Yeah, you can walk over to Percy and
Like, Percy
he looks up and says, "Oh, hello, Oliver."
In a while. How have your travels in the open lands been? You don't have to tell me specifics, but I know they get
very elvish.
Well, I hope it all went well for you. I gestured towards his armor. I see you got an upgrade, I guess.
Could say so. I'm not quite certain if it went well or didn't, but here I am. Well, still old me.
I'll smile at him. Well, I don't know if are you busy at the moment? I had something I wanted to ask of you. It's something that I don't think would be done for a little while, but I would appreciate it if you could hear me out.
Go ahead. I have time.
I'll pull up things. Like I found out how to make the symbols of the deities actually, and I was wondering that if when the time came for everyone to gather together, that if you and your fellow priest would come by and perform the ritual alongside us.
He's like kind of still sitting on the carpet or kneeling on the carpet, and puts like one hand on the ground, like thinks for a moment, or focuses for a moment, and then says, "I guess I wouldn't miss it if you can convince the others to do the same."
We got 3 of us so far, so
I will make sure that we fulfill our part of the equation.
I'm not alone. I'll give. Oh yes, I don't know if you know instinctively, but your symbol is, or like I'll give them materials. Like the materials are spring needles from spruce, carefully aligned and enchanted to plant growth, entangle, and bless. Yes, I'll give him that information, and I'll give him the measurements as well that I got out east because I can measure everything in case he wants to write it down or cares to. I'll be like, yes, there. Well, when the time comes, I imagine you'll get some information at some point once I get everyone confirmed. Well, thank you. I appreciate it a lot.
Is there anything interesting you're doing at the moment?
I'll look around. Are we like in a public area, or is it kind of like maybe we go to a more private space if we want to talk about that?
It's the temple.
I just know if there's people around listening or whatever. Like, because I imagine it's pretty quiet. So temple?
Um,
I basically don't want to like have people over here and just talk about dragons and death knights and like.
I mean, if you like paranoid, then this is definitely not the right place. But
Not
then
really
again,
paranoid, just more
people are
like don't want
paying
to spill
attention to
secrets.
their own stuff and
Oh yeah, I'll just like
not
talk
really
quietly then.
listening in. Yeah.
I'll just talk quietly. At the moment, just trying to get all the chosen together since I have some time, but I imagine it's going to be some. I know this isn't your domain entirely, but we are probably, at least me and my companions, are probably gonna have to help somebody kill a Death Knight at some point. I'm not sure if you know what that is.
I have no idea, but it sounds
I'll, yeah, it's basically
unfortunate.
it is a chosen that has betrayed their oath in a terrible way and has been cursed by their deity. My friend, and who is a void cleric, has theorized that either one of the chosen slots might be taken up by the Death Knight, or whoever the chosen of the same deity of the Death Knight is going to have to slay it at some points for as their just how it slay it at some points.
Give me a perception check. I mean, you don't really need a perception check.
Okay.
I'll just let you know, like he has like this leaf blade, and you will also see that he is. It's super obvious now that I think of it. Wait, just find it again. Like, where did I put my things? I wrote down everything today and then threw it away. Okay. He has like laid on the ground in front of him, kind of as like you're used to doing the same thing with your spear. A spear. It seems to be very fancy. It is different than yours. Like yours has like this long and this long blade. His spear is more like a kind of seems in between of a spear and a javelin. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give him the spear on the Death Knight and be like, oh, very nice weapon you have there.
Paid a lot for it.
Paid a lot for it. Oh. Well, I don't think I'll pry too much into it unless if you don't want me to, but
He shakes his head.
well, I guess, do you need any help with anything anything I can help with while I'm in Low Bay, or anything, any business you're on?
I think I'm mostly caught up on goings on in the kingdom. Do you have like anything interesting that one would not immediately get to know?
Well, I guess fill me in on what you know, and I can tell you afterwards.
It's mostly still the same place. The fact that the divines exist has been revealed to the population. The guilds are still doing guild things. Northern settlements have been recaptured.
Like a
Much to your doing, I think.
I love the spirit. I love the charge against that, I guess.
Anything new about the East?
I'll look at him for a moment and then be like, how much do you know about the East and the creatures out there? I don't know how much you learned from the elves. Well, I guess you'll find out sooner or later. You deserve
The
to
elves
anyway.
left that place for a reason, I think. Has become
all but one elf, I guess.
difficult. All but one elf?
Yeah, my companion Ruben, he's trying to reclaim it, I guess. Make it livable again. Oh, I guess one thing that might be important for you is that there is I'm not sure what the right clan term is. Clan, family, tribe of wood giants out there. Voidkin is what they call themselves. They seem to be old allies of the elves that that I believe when I got context from, the elves abandoned them, and they were friends of the elves and are still friends of the elves. But I imagined I gestured towards them like you as well, but they have not been in contact with them aside from Reuben for about 1,000 years.
Sounds about right.
I don't know if it's something you care about at all, but aside from that, I'll stay calm for a moment, but I guess just react to this well. But I'm not sure if you know about this, but there's one lizard dragon out east now. If you react to that at all in any way.
He looks up to you and like seems to be looking through you a bit, like thinking for a moment, and then says, "So, well, some things happen."
Aside from that, I don't think you care too much about evil undead that are residing in old cities. So, aside from that, like, east is the east still. A few less evils out there, I guess.
Okay.
But on an adventure, I wouldn't recommend venturing out there unless you have some powerful friends with you.
No, I'm
Or very
already
well prepared.
planning on heading there, but
Oh wait. Oh, he does think of the one thing actually. Speaking of dragons, I guess we did find a place out east that was an island at the. I don't know if there was an island at the far northern edge of the far northeastern edge of at the edge of the world that was lush with vegetation, giant trees, and a. Like pause for a moment, like a dragon that formed out of mist that said that he was the only one who cared about the island. Not even Dolanir cared about it. So like, what cared about it? I don't know if it's something of interest to you at all. Seemed like a place that was just like a primal place.
it definitely seems odd.
I had no idea really what to turn heads of it, but not my domain, I guess.
I will have
Not
to
a
think about it.
not a mean dragon by any means. Just as long as you weren't what's it called? As long as you're hospitable, if you and respect his the island and his home, I'm pretty sure you'd be fine. But if you ever end up meeting him,
All dragons in some way or shape are mean. It's part of their nature.
you know more than I do. How many dragons have you met, Percy? I say tap jokingly, but I don't know. Or is that just what you've been taught? Told, I guess. I don't know.
With age comes wisdom.
Not along to that.
Hmm?
I nod along to that. Though I still don't entirely know the differences, or there is much of a difference between the aging of a dragon or the aging of an elf. They both seem to live for eternity, as far as I'm concerned.
Well,
Sure, if there's any difference in that.
every elf is mean in some way, shape, or form as well. It's also part of their nature.
I'll think on it, but that's something to think on. But I don't disagree that some dragons are mean and awful, but they're different for sure. I don't know if I would categorize them all as mean.
Well, I think there might be just a difference of ethos between the two of us.
Smile with that. Don't disagree with you on that one. Well, I think I'll take my leave.
It's nice chatting with you.
Yeah,
Hope to see you soon.
Hope to see you as well. I'm glad the trip went well on the Overlands. Oh, nah, never mind. It's fine. Not your problem. All right. See you later, Percy. Wish you the best.
Mm-hmm.
Head out and leave.
Alrighty.
Numero 3. Number 3. Okay. Alrighty. Next stop I think is gonna be. Okay.
Give me a
the only other
D8.
D8, yeah. A 3.
A 3.
1, 2, and 3 is what I wrote down. Going up the scale. Roll 4 next.
Unsurprisingly, you meet Oliver in the temple.
Oh shit! Nice. Oh god. I disassociate for a moment, and I'm just like standing there.
Great.
I look at myself. I clairvoyance on myself and see myself. Oh god. I think the next stop is gonna try to meet the Judicator.
Yeah.
Choconoid Road.
As you leave the temple after talking with Percy, comes a bit of a surprise, but there's another plated knight sitting on the ring, not too far away from you, but.
Spot is he sitting on? Oh, does he look familiar? Does he carry a warhammer?
No.
Okay.
We have not seen this person before.
Oh sure.
He is.
I just love this picture of like we're just like we have 2 armored people like chatting in a corner, and there's off to the side there's another armored guy just sitting there.
Yeah, it's a bit of like. Must have come in like after you. Just have come in like when you finished talking. He's sitting there in prayer at the moment. And he is sitting... where's he sitting? It's not random battle maps. It is... So not this. Where's my temple? That's my temple. He is sitting... That's the wrong temple. I will surely soon find out where he's sitting. I organized my maps and now they are
Don't remember where they are.
organized, but in some way that I don't understand. So here we go. He is sitting straight west.
Oh, so direct along. Okay. Noted, do not mention his deity to him. They get upset. Get paranoid. I don't know. That'll happen to the last 2 priests.
You know, priests. Like this guy doesn't seem so priest.
Yeah, I met the other 2, and like I just remember when I mentioned their deity to them. They got like they were like scared.
He also has laid in front of him on the ground his weapon, which now that you have seen Percy doing kind of exactly the same thing you do, seems a bit suspicious that he's also doing the same thing that you do. It is a must be like 4 foot long, some type of mace. It's like a blackened metal. Can't really make exactly out what it is.
Blade? Or does it look like Near's blade material, or is it something different?
No, different. Near's blade looks more like black glass. But it's definitely metal, yeah. And it is it is this 4 foot long mace, but it's like shaped a bit weirdly to you. Never seen a mace like this. Has like, instead of a hammerhead, it just has like this bowl on top, a ball on top.
Okay.
You don't really think you've ever seen a weapon like this, and also it kind of if you were to reverse it and have like the ball on the bottom, then it would be a spike. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird weapon. Also doesn't look like particularly nice to wield or easy to wield. Yeah.
Well, I guess after I part ways with Percy, I'm just gonna stand there, I guess, and wait and just like chill. So this guy's done. This person's done, I guess. What a coincidence.
That is a major coincidence. Yeah, you wait till he seems to be finished. Looks up, raises from the ground, stands up and
start going to approaching him once looks like he's done.
He turns around and would be heading out the west side if that means anything to you, but
I don't think I know anything about religion really, aside from what I've experienced, because I didn't have a temple in my village, so I'll just follow him.
Oh no, he would be heading across, sorry, my mistake. He would be heading east.
Yeah, I'll follow after him.
Alrighty.
And be like,
this kind of looks wrong. Did I mess it up? Am I stupid? It's totally possible. I mean, it is what it is, and then I'm just made a mistake with thinking about it. That's just sometimes word. Yeah, I'm just like very stupid. Okay. For some reason, I just made the temple map wrong.
Oh no.
That is. Wait, I made every single. I mean, I made it once and then it was wrong, and I never changed it apparently. Yeah. Basically, the gold and the silver symbol should be side flipped, and then.
Like where they're located. Okay.
Yeah, but which would make sense to anybody paying attention, and somehow I managed to make it flipped. Okay, well, happened. Maybe should be addressed at some point. Anyways, he would be heading out west.
Out west, okay. I will follow him out west then.
Basically next to his place of prayer.
Yeah, it's like pretty close to it. Yeah. Alright, I'll follow after him.
Yeah, you can follow up. You clang behind him. He turns around as he hears you clanging and looks at you, and then gives you like a nod and says, "Oliver."
I'll look a little like oh, I guess I don't have to introduce myself. Hello, I guess you already know me. What is your name? If you don't mind me asking.
He reaches out a hand to shake your hand.
Yeah, I'll shake it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, my name is Kareem.
Korean. Well, is this are you? If you don't mind me asking,
you grab his hand to shake his hand. Feels a bit cool to the touch, but I mean,
it's maybe is he wearing like armor or something? It might be just that, yeah.
Oh yeah. But you're also wearing gauntlets, right?
Wearing like gloves and gauntlets, yeah. So it might just be like just feels normal, maybe probably.
It definitely feels cold.
Yeah, but I can like it's pretty. It's like rain outside, It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't think it's like I think it's like just one-off incident like that. It's like it's weird, but it's like I can justify it. Probably like maybe I'll think about it a bit weird if it's like because there is a bunch of magic shit going around with these things, so maybe that's probably why as well.
Yeah.
But oh well.
That's
exactly
exactly
put in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
Are you if you don't mind me asking, are you the chosen of? Correct. Yes. Okay. This makes it a lot easier so that I don't have to find you. I was wondering if you wouldn't mind once I gather up the rest of our fellow chosen and clerics, if we make a symbol, if we make a blessed temple in Barrios at some point.
I feel like I'm missing some important details here. What exactly do you mean with that?
Yes. Okay. Sorry. I just didn't expect to meet you today or find you. Is that I went to Atana Island and I found one of the priests there, or like scholars there, found a way to make the symbol to the deities. I'll like hand him like the thing and be like I'll like point the rectal on. Be like, that is how you make your deity's symbol. And I talked to the clergy in Barrios, and they sort of basically said that we need to get everyone together before we do the symbol. Not like they prefer not to do the one deity at a time, so not have favorited, or have, like seem to be favoring one over the other.
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah, so here I am. I've just met with Percy. He's the chosen of the nature deity. I don't know if you know their names yet, the other ones. But yeah, I've met with I guess half of us so far. Well, everyone seems to be fine with that. I've met your fellow clerics as well. If you don't know where they are.
I have met Zara.
Yeah. Looking through my notes, Pietra is on Patana Island with the chosen of Hanansuta there.
That is unfortunate.
Yes, it's something I'll have to. Well, also, I don't. This might be more partial to you. She seems to have. If you do plan on going to Patana Island to visit her, do not take the official boat. You charter a boat from the Fishermen's Guild themselves. The official boat. You seem to wipe your memory if you go there on that boat.
Oh, that's the rumor. It is, yeah.
That seems to be quite true. If you, I wouldn't. At least the chosen of Hanansuta, they have a gnome wizard friend, and Pietra all seem to have lost their memories by going on that boat. So
Makes things a bit more difficult than they have to be, I guess.
yeah, it's a problem for the future, I guess.
I am definitely on board. We should make this temple.
Perfect. I plan to have it in Barrios first, and the others can come at later, I guess. Barrios makes the most sense for me, but
Is there anything special he needs?
I will. Yeah, he needs. Bone pierced by an obsidian
obsidian.
spike.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he has to solve the obsidian problem as well.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay.
I'll be like, yeah, I think we both shrug when we see obsidian. Like, I've never heard of that before either. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
Right then.
Well, perfect. I can say, well, pleasure meeting you. I guess the first time meeting. You want anything you need help with in the meantime, or like while in town? I plan on leaving quite soon, but anything small that can be mended.
Right now, I guess I would need some help with figuring out where to get obsidian and what obsidian is.
I can ask around, and then if I see you again,
he like reaches to his holy symbol and like pulls the spike out and says, "I assume it looks something like this."
Yeah, I've seen something similar with some of the other fire X as well, but no idea where to find it. I'll have to ask around and see if I can see anyone's heard of it or something. Maybe in some book or something somewhere. Well,
he looks at it and looks at his obsidian shard and then says, I guess I should be heading to Camp Widowitz. They probably have the best chance of knowing.
Well,
Does look kind of rocky, doesn't it? I mean,
like
it is
glassy as well.
Also glassy, but doesn't glass come from rocks anyways? So
I think it comes from sand or something. Yeah, like rocks being down. Yeah.
Crystals, glass, rocks, isn't it all the same?
Yeah. Well, if you find out, I'll find out. Let me know so I can tell the other people as well about it.
Where can I reach you?
I'll point him. I have a monastery built in Tarrega County. I'll give him like the direction there. Aside from that, I plan on visiting there somewhat soon. I travel around quite a bit.
Okay.
But if you leave it there, I should be fine. Or if I usually when I go to Barrios, I'll give them the inn name. I usually stay there.
Good to know.
Barrios, so yeah. Aside from that, unless you plan, I'm usually out doing miscellaneous things, I guess.
That's what I heard.
Well, I guess.
Well then, good luck on your quest. I'm looking forward to getting this temple done. Should be a great next step for all of us.
And not along. Like, all right. The bringer of death was like strangely friendly.
I mean,
don't say that to him. I was thinking of it. I don't know. It's just like, usually, I guess like the Grim Reaper. It could be like a Grim Reaper type, or just kind of like a.
The Grim Reaper is kind of friendly. I mean,
that's what I mean. He's like a Grim Reaper type, but I don't know. Bringer, like, doesn't have to be a mean guy.
True.
Anyways, So.
The mean guy is still out to grab.
That's true. Yeah. I guess it's like a morning, right? Since it was like we slept that evening.
10 or something.
Perfect timing. All right. Yeah, so I'll just head out during the day then. Time to go to collecting these guys like Pokemon cards. I got like half of them done already.
You had the Port Bream, you had to Midway. That's like about, well, as far as you get, let's say. 2 middleways. So
Yeah.
Wrong castle. Wrong town.
Yeah, true.
Um,
I just didn't sleep that evening, I think.
yeah.
Unless I guess I can't imagine. I'll worry about. I'll see if I have to scour the countryside for some of these guys later, but I'm not gonna do it yet.
I assume you're like constantly like asking around if one has.
Yeah, I'm
seen.
asking like, hey, I guess I'm asking for like the adjudicator guy, like if they've seen him around, since I know he's around, and I'm also just asking for like, hey, have you seen a guy in armor, like people in armor with like the various symbols of the deities, or whatever, like the other two that I haven't seen yet. So I need Connelier, and I know where Hananzuta is, so I'm asking for Chakanoe, Connelier, and Sunsera.
I guess you are unlucky here.
Yeah, that's fine. I wasn't expecting it to be here. It's kind of like a out of the way, not out of the way, but it's like not like super. It's not a big city, so it's like less likely to find people.
I mean,
I think.
they haven't seen them, and
At
Middleway and Midway, the names of these settlements is like has a good reason because travelers stop there in the middle of the way.
That makes sense. That's actually interesting. They haven't seen them. Okay.
Most travelers come through here. I mean, haven't seen them, like they have seen random divines, but not lately.
Okay, I got you. Alrighty. I think next morning we'll go to Torrega, or next day.
To Torrega, so you're heading through the nothingness.
Yeah, I'm thinking just go to Torrega and then get to Barrios, because I'm like, maybe they'll be. I haven't been to Torrega. I haven't like asked around Torrega a whole lot, so. And there's like I saw this whole like area that like might have people that like I don't really interact in Torrega too much.
You head to Torrega. On your way to Torrega, you see nothing interesting. It's raining. That's probably the reason why you don't see anything interesting.
Yeah.
And you arrive in Torrega.
The open field.
Late.
Yeah. I'll sleep that evening and then next morning start asking around. I guess like during that evening I'll ask around the inn, but probably not. But then the next morning I'll do the actual thorough search.
Yeah. Sure. You head to the temple. Give me a D8.
8. 5. I skipped 4 this time.
Give me a D20.
12. Need to add this guy to my list.
In the temple, there's not like no obvious. I guess maybe.
Anybody I recognize?
There is. Do you know Hans?
Hans. I don't think so. No, I haven't written down at least. Maybe it's like a H-A-N-S.
H-A-N-S. Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't write down anywhere.
That is a priest you would see. Hans is one of the Sansera priests.
Oh, perfect.
He is here, and you can talk with him.
Yeah, I'll introduce myself. Like,
there's like a weird, like, out of the corner of your eye, like, observation. There's a young woman. Maybe, like, how old are you?
I'm now, I think, 34. 34, but 37 physically.
So, around, like, half your age. Somewhere in this range.
Looks like out of place, or?
Yes. She is hovering around like the um, western entrance of the temple.
Oh God, do I have a bad feeling about her?
I mean, do you notice her?
I guess I mean because I when I've met like because in my memory when I met like the Sanguine in the memory they had like a bad feeling when I saw like like a negative like apprehension towards them. I was wondering if I had a similar feeling to her.
Not quite.
Like, if I just, okay, I got it. Okay.
But as I said, you notice like this young woman. She's like hanging out. Um, she's like you notice her for some reason. You're not quite certain why. Um, doesn't seem at all divinely inspired. She's like wearing normal peasant's clothes. Kind of trashy, to be honest.
Yeah,
She's
I
like
guess before I.
looks around, kind of. Yeah. I you see Hans, and I think you approach Hans.
Yeah, I think I'll just like keep that in the back of my mind and be like, I'll approach Hans first.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, hello, like want to it's appropriate and be like, hello, are you like you a cleric of some sort?
That I am. You must be
Perfect.
Oliver.
Words seem to travel around fast around here. I said I haven't made a name for myself, but I was
You
looking
have
for your.
also graciously helped to retake the northern settlements, and also you built a monastery that has not gone unnoticed. He smiles.
Smile at that.
I've been
I
there.
oh, thank you.
It's a nice place.
How uh thank you. I appreciate it. Well, I was on the lookout for your chosen. I don't know if you found them or seen them yet, but I've not been able to. I've not found them yet. I'd like to introduce myself. I was asking if they would be okay with. I was wondering if they would be okay with building a temple in Barrios. I'm trying to gather everyone together to do that.
I
I
would
have
be
found.
surprised if he's not.
Yes,
I
but I just need to get. I want to make sure he's all right and give him the tell him how to create the symbol as well and all that sort of stuff. The materials required, spells required.
I would assume you would find him somewhere roaming the countryside here. One
Oh,
of the
perfect.
one of the settlements.
Well, thank you for that. I very much appreciate it, Hans.
That's how all three of us are roaming here at the moment. It is, beginning of the rain season, the perfect time to bless the crops and make sure we have a great harvest.
Full idea to me.
Um,
Anything you'd help with in the meantime? I guess I don't hope I'll be getting enough blessing crops, but
I don't think so. It is mostly peaceful at the moment. There's no raiding parties, no bandits.
so men keeping to themselves. I know they're
Yes.
out. I know they're near the lake.
I mean, occasionally you run into some alligators and stuff like this, but nothing,
Nothing organ.
nothing
Nothing organized.
problematic.
Yeah, that's perfect.
It is a peaceful time. A great time to build temples.
Smile at him. That it is. Well, I guess I'll see if I. What's do you know what? If you don't mind me asking, you tell me what your chosen's name is. What they generally look like, so I can try to. I don't know if they're. I don't know how obvious they are.
Uh, Name is Ixander.
Xander.
Ixander, Ixander.
Ajax.
Gives you the description.
Yeah, I assume they're wearing like some bronze armor.
He's probably not wearing armor at the moment unless he needs to.
I see. All right. Thank you so much, Hans. I'll see if I can get in touch with them. And I guess you need any help getting your material, your deity symbol made. I'll be happy to help you with it. Sure, probably Canada is the best place to go for that. That craftsmanship.
What do they need? Bronze plates.
5 bronze plates, ornamented with sunflowers. The largest one has two easels and circles. Theirs is honestly the easiest to make, I think, by far.
I mean, they are all easy and not easy.
That's true. They're all like the materials themselves are probably the easiest to get.
Yeah, they're not getting fucked by something stupid.
They're not like, oh, you need to kill a dragon to fucking get your thing done. Or find a long lost material.
Yeah.
That one's honestly not that bad still.
Yeah. I mean,
Anyway.
whatever. So
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We don't, yeah. I guess I will. Before, I guess as I'm leaving, I'm like, is the girl still there? Like, stand in the corner.
yeah, she's kind of hovering.
I'll like walk over to her like slowly, like not like not trying to intimidate her anyway. Be like, is everything all right?
Actually, she notices that you're approaching and leaves.
Like, leaves quickly or?
I mean, she was hovering around the entrance. You have to cross the temple.
Okay.
So you
Okay,
turn around from Hans. You look over the room, still see her at the door. She immediately notices that you're looking at her, and as you start walking, she like turns around and goes out.
Okay. I mean, I'll just walk normally out the temple and see if I can find her. Like, see her just like look around. See if I see any tracks of her or anything. Like, still see her walking around. I'm kind of curious.
Say the temple courtyard. There's like people here, so
Yeah. Okay. I don't see her then. Probably.
no.
It was weird.
Mm-hmm.
I shrug. I guess. I'm trying to think. Do I want to go after her? Not really. It's just kind of weird. See somebody that's acting a little weird and go after them.
Yeah, that's super weird.
Very weird. Yeah. That's why I'm like, shrug. If I see her
It's a
again, I'll
woman
like,
half your age.
exactly. It's very weird. Yeah. It's like just leave her be then. Alrighty. And oh, I guess he said he's scouring. Like he just said he's in the countryside. So I guess I'm just gonna be going from village to village and just asking around.
Where do you go? Like clockwise, counterclockwise? Do you have a plan? Like,
I think I go like this. I start like in Tarrant, like with Taffington, Taffington, and then just go clockwise from there.
okay, all right.
And I'll ask around if he like, oh, was he here? Where did he go next? If he's like, how long it was, all that sort of stuff.
By the time you get to Cansey, you run into Brittany.
Oh, perfect.
Brittany is the
Yeah, she's the other cleric.
priest. Yeah.
Priest.
And she does not exactly know where Alexander is.
All right, I'll just keep going then. I'll like a little chat with her. Thank you for the information and keep going.
Yeah. You keep traveling a few, all the settlements along the way, and by the time you get to Lynx, that is where you find Alexander. Lynx is south of Terriga.
Alrighty.
It's over here as well. Yeah. Just quickly. Would be Lynx. It's like the first time it really comes up.
That is true.
Oh, that's where Lynx is. And yep, you arrive in Lynx like middle of the third week here. It is pouring rain. It's as Hans has told you, it's the rainy season, so it is time for rain. You would also have met Hans in Chan Meadow if it matters to you. That's where he was heading after being in a temple. And as you arrive in Lynx and ask around, they will let you know that that Alexander is somewhere like northeast of Lynx in one of the farmsteads.
Yeah. So follow the directions of the the Lynxians and townfolk and just try to find the townstead, farmstead.
You will see like this group of 8 farming humans that are standing like next to a group of trees, like watching over the fields, and in the middle of the field, like this one random person that is standing there, like the arms raised and doing something.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll have a little. I'll just like chat with the people on the side and be like, is that Alexander doing his blessing?
Sure think so.
Alrighty, I guess I'll sit back and watch the show, I guess. Just like small talk with the people and just watching Alexander's thing.
They are small talking about if that shit really works, then Sansera can definitely stick around. That's like some cool shit, getting more produce, healthy crops, all of these things. That's
For
like
nothing. Free, basically.
Yeah, basically for free, yeah. I mean, they're probably going to shit over some money to the priests and to Alexander for all the blessings, which they will, faithful as they are, probably give back to the temples. But yeah.
Work for everybody.
Exactly. He's like standing there in the middle of the field for like the next like half an hour or so. It's hard to get like a good passage of time here. And then like finishes and turns around and walks over to the group of people, where he will also see like this plated up guy on his light horse. Maybe
Put the light horse away by this point. Like I'm standing there. I don't think I'm that. I'm obvious, but not that obvious.
Okay, not pretentious.
I'm not like literally and metaphorically gonna be above these people. Okay.
All right. You're standing there on the same ground as the other people.
Exactly. Yeah.
And he walks over, and as he comes over, he like gives you a polite nod, and then chats quickly with the group of farmers, and
I'll give them their space. Yeah.
gives them his blessing, and wishes them best of luck with the upcoming harvest, and blah 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 blah, some procedural stuff that he does. And then turns to you and says, "Well, if it isn't Oliver, chosen of Myelin, capturer of the northern settlements."
I think I'm already starting to grow tired of this, but thank you so much. No offense to you, it's just that a lot of words seem to have gotten around quite quickly about all that sort of stuff. Not sure how comfortable I am with it. Yet, at least. So I don't have to get used to.
Well, there has been displaced people in this kingdom, and they have been speaking loudly about being able to return home. Shouldn't be surprising to you that your name gets spread, especially here with the monastery and all.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if it's more just changing pace, I guess.
What brings you to this? Well, not really your realm of expertise.
I've met with, I guess, most of the chosen now, and I'm planning on building finishing building, I guess, the temple in Barrios, since found the scholar in Aton Island which I met with, found a way to make the symbols of the deities. So I was planning on meeting up with everyone and rallying everyone together to bless the temple in Barrios.
That sounds like a great idea. Mm-hmm. We should definitely do that.
Your deity symbol, Sansera's symbol, is, if I'm being quite honest, probably one of the easier ones to make. So, give like a.
Seems appropriate.
Yes, it's 5 bronze plates ornamented with sunflowers. The largest one has 2 weasels in circles, and it's enchanted with purify metal, plant growth, and bless.
Well, I guess I will
like a note or something.
Get the gang together, and once we are done here, we should be able to make our, start on our part of the endeavor.
If you need any funds to help make it, let me know. I don't know if any of you are great craftsmen to be able to make that alone.
I think we should. Sounds like it would be appropriate for us to do it on our own, doesn't it?
I nod. Can't hurt to offer. Never hurts to offer though.
I greatly appreciate it, but unless you have have fields that need blessing, I think we should provide some work for your coin. Which is, by the way, you kind of have fields that require blessing. So,
yeah, I do. I'd be like, I think I technically do have fields that require blessing. So, I don't know if you've been to the monastery. I haven't been in a while actually. Ever since I reclaimed the eastern settlement, I haven't been there. But I'm planning on going there quite soon after this. On my way to Barrios. So I wouldn't mind paying you.
Indeed.
I wouldn't mind paying you for the services, and I can point you to the craftsman that's going to be making my deity symbol. I wouldn't mind at least paying part of it. Maybe not paying, but paying for your services that you can then fund for your deity symbol.
That would be appropriate, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we will. Either me or one of my two fellow priests will make our way to the monastery.
I don't mind paying you now. I have the money on me. How much?
I do not want to be paid in advance. Whoever
I'll leave it
comes to the place. Yes, that sounds like the best idea.
How much do you normally charge, just so I can leave it there with the steward? Or how much do you normally accept in donation? I'm not sure what the proper term is.
Whatever feels right for you.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, thank you so much, Xander. It was a pleasure to meet you. If you need help with anything, let me know. I should be around in the kingdom for a while. I shouldn't go missing anytime soon.
Great. But as I said, right now, not exactly your realm of expertise here, so I don't think I need any help at the moment. But if it comes to it, I would very much like to meet you again.
Of course.
I will point out that he is he has a some sort of a bow, like a battle staff that he is walking with. It is made out of what is it made out of? Some sort of wood.
Okay. Yeah.
And like running through the running through the wood is like this these veins of gold or brass. It's like hard to say. It's like some sort of golden shimmering thing that seems to be like inlaid, or not really inlaid, more like organically grown in the thing.
Ooh, interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Alrighty. Bit of Madhu. Guess I'll just like either sleep in Link if it's evening, if it's like too late, or head to the monastery if it's still enough time. Or at some point, if it's like a day or later or something.
Sleep here or move?
If it's enough time, I'll leave. Or I'll sleep.
Oh, it's late afternoon.
Yeah, I'll sleep here then. I'll sleep in Links. Yeah, I'll go back to Links and sleep. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you sleep, and next day it is still raining a lot, but you can grab your magic horse that seems to not care about the mud and zoom
It
away.
rides right over it. Does not care about it at all.
Fancy magic horse, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Head to the monastery. Just check it out a bit. It's been a while since I've been there. You drop off money anyway. I don't know what an appropriate amount is, so I was going to drop off 1,500 gold. I actually don't know. I don't know. I'll just drop off 1,500 gold, so I will deduct that.
He's not giving you anything to work with.
Yeah, and I don't know really how much. I don't know how much crops really work. I didn't grow crops, so I just I don't know really how much. I don't know how much the I don't know how much like an increase in like a village's like capacity would bring in. So I'll just give him 1,500.
Okay.
Deduct this. So
Yep.
If it matters, I'm gonna give 1,300 gold and then 20 platinum. If it matters for the currency.
Don't know if it matters.
Yeah, so I'm just letting you know, just in case. So, anyways, I leave that with I tell it to the steward that when Xander or Brittany or Hans comes by to bless the crops, you can give them this money in payment. Whoever's managing it.
Yeah. I think you have like some guy that.
Yeah, probably it probably gets like paid through like just by managing the place. Like it takes some. I pay him some wage or something, and it gets like rolled in the cost of just managing everything.
Yeah. Your monastery is self-sufficient, not generating money. That's kind of the state it is in the moment.
Perfect.
And I don't think we're going to dive into more mechanics with the place. It's just
it's too much of a hassle, and we're not gonna. It's not gonna. It's like it'd be too much. It's too much of a hassle for enough gain.
Yeah, and it's not like really important to your character, I think.
Yeah, it's like I feel like it could go down that route, but I think it's fine. I don't care too much about it. Yeah, so leave it with them. Just probably spend the day just checking it out. Been a while. I haven't actually spent a lot of time here in recent times. So.
Yeah, let's jump to the monastery. There's still all your marshals here that should not be here. Let's get rid of them.
Most of them are dead.
Most of them are dead, that's true. Probably Nell is probably here. That makes sense. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of the place, like that's the main monastery building. There's a second outhouse, and then there's some fields around that the people that live here and in the surrounding sheds manage.
Yeah. I'll fill Nella on what's been happening. If you want to really have to roleplay it out, but I guess I'll fill the steward in that like the chosen of oh my god, I forgot her name. Sunsera is going to come by, or some people from Sunsera are going to come by and bless the fields. Blah blah blah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I'll ask Nell if anything's like come up really, or just been kind of peaceful.
Yeah. No bandits, no goblins, no hobgoblins. A bunch of wildlife. Occasionally there's like a group of wolves that roams around the place. They manage to snag 2 sheeps, but well, that's just how life is.
Just let me know if they need to hire someone from the Hunters Guild if it gets worse.
Oh, so far.
I assume they have rangers, right, from the Hunters Guild or something to do that sort of stuff. Like animals, hire someone.
You don't yet, like in like all the settlements have like a local hunter. You don't. So technically speaking, you are if you want to have one, you would have to requisition one or solve the problems some other way.
I see. Perfect. Okay, I might do that when I go to Marius, and then just like go to their headquarters and just pick someone up, or like get someone to do that in the future.
Or find like a random person that you trust and send them here. That's also an option.
Send Reuben here. Hunt some wolves.
Reuben!
Yeah, some sheep got stolen.
The wolves are eating my sheeps. Can you please hunt the wolves?
It's gonna lower the efficiency by 2% annually. compounded annually.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, peaceful times, doesn't seem like there's much trouble at the moment. Bandits have been murdered. goblins have been murdered.
Orcs and ogres have been murdered.
Orcs and ogres have been murdered. You are outside of the range of the of Mount Carrick, so Griffin's not a problem. You're too far away from the lake, so the lake's not a problem.
Perfect area.
Yeah.
The perfect spot.
Your main issue, in theory, should be bandits, but yeah, from the stories of your friends that bandits not much exist that much anymore after.
Yeah, they have to be like a new group of bandits that can pop up. The old ones are kind of all done, dealt with.
Yeah, and it's been like time is too close here. Yeah.
Yeah. I think you just like relaxes the rest of the day here and then head to Barrows the next day.
Cool.
Just take in the nice farm fields and all that sort of stuff,
Yeah. You chill a bit and then the next day grab your shit and move.
Yeah. Now we're in the now in the tough part. Yeah, I gotta find the adjudicator, and then I still don't know his name, and then from there, then it gets to the tough ones.
How likely do you? I mean, did Osma get his name?
No, I don't even know. Usmar might have gotten his name, but he never told us about that incident. I think he kind of kept it to himself. So I don't. I just know that he came into Barrios and did shit. So I'm just gonna like my aunt thing is I'm gonna go to Barrios and go from there.
Yeah.
Because I think like Septima might know about him because he was like the judge at the thing. So and she like works in that, so she might have some idea about him if need be. So I got some leads.
Did you never get his name like during the trial?
No, I don't think he ever. Well, the problem is it wasn't like hey, what's your name? It was more like I'm judging you situations. I don't think I got his name. I think it was.
No, you definitely should have gotten his name during the trial. Like he would have. I
don't remember
introduced.
I thought he didn't. Okay, I don't.
If I didn't introduce him, then it was just because I didn't think of it. But
I think I only have it written down as the adjudicator. So I guess like
when you have like you should like know in theory know all the names of the council members of the Royal Council. They would introduce the council members like when you come in that you know who you're talking with. I just never bothered to give you the names because there's no purpose behind it.
I see. Okay, so I would have gotten his name then. Okay,
yeah. His name is Talus.
Talus.
Yeah.
Tallus.
Yeah.
All right. I will be looking for Talus then in Barrios next. I know what he looks like. I know he's got a hammer. Got that. I've seen him before. Blah blah. Shouldn't be. I know I got his name. Shouldn't be too terribly hard if he's around. Unless he's out judging,
if he's
like,
around,
people in the streets. Yeah.
That is like the big issue. Like he just randomly waltzed into Barrios one day, smacked some people around and left, and then somehow he got like summoned to deal with you and said fuck off and left again. Like he doesn't seem to be too much into the whole sitting around and doing thing unless necessary. Yeah. Anyways, you had the Barrios arrived.
So I got asked around for Conalier and Chakanoy. That's the only two people I need, and Han and Zuta is fucked off somewhere else. I know where they are.
We have doubly Oliver here because old Oliver is on here as well. Okay. You check out the temple. Roll me D8. Maybe you're lucky.
I've been pretty lucky with these so far. A 5.
A 5.
Same numbers before, so.
Nope. Nobody here.
Alright, I'll ask around for I'll ask around for, I already forgot his name. Talus.
Huh?
And I'll also ask around for the clerics of Conalier, if they've been around, Miriam and Tani. Miriam or Miriam? I don't remember. I wrote it down.
Miriam.
And then Tani. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Give me D20.
D20. 2.
Miriam Montani.
Or I guess if there's a chosen of Conalier around, I'll take that too.
There is no chosen of Conalier here at the moment. You ask around, and indeed, in the temple, they would know that Tani has been here in the last week.
Okay, like she's been here the last week, or she was here a week ago?
Like they like make a message circle and come up with the confident information sometime in the last week she was here, so between
Okay.
5 to 8 days ago.
Alrighty. I'll hand them. I'll write a letter and hand it to them. Be like, if you see her, hand her this. It'll basically just be if you're still in town, meet me at this inn, or leave a letter where I can meet you someplace. Blah blah blah.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'll go to Septima's after that, since I assume they didn't see they did the I forgot the name already. I can't use it yet. Talus. Talus is hasn't been around either, right?
Nope.
Or yeah, I'm gonna save the Allura question for Septima. I'm not gonna ask that around here.
Yeah.
So
Tell us, like he has made one major entrance that people remember, and other than this, he seems to be like nobody has seen him. That's kind of as far as you gotten until this until this time with asking around. Like he seems to be
like
flying under the radar.
Yeah, okay. Alright.
Almost suspiciously flying under the radar. Like every other chosen, like you would have heard like in at least like 7 different towns that they have seen Kaliran at some point. So like he's always noticeable. Also like no, Percy's been like rather recently, so not him. But like you get like description of like random divine spellcasters. Tellus never comes up.
What about the other clerics of Drakenoi? If there are any, they're around still.
From time to time, Lenk would have come up. Lenk is the other priest. One priest, you're not quite certain if Allura is still one or not.
I'll save that question for Septima.
Yeah, Lenk comes up from time to time. Probably. He would have come up like while traveling from Port Preem to Terrega and like the settlements in between there.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I would have gone after him yet, but I'll do that later if need be.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, perfect. Alright. I guess I'll go to Septima's place that evening then, when after the temple. Make an audience with her.
Sure.
This has gone swimmingly so far, so
waves you in and brings you to the courtyard room again.
Alrighty. Hello, Septima. The banshee problem in the tower over there with Spila and Nier went well. Everyone lives.
Great. That's good.
Evil undead dealt with. Spila seems to be. She wants to claim it as her own tower. Investigate it more.
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah, just in case you want to find her again.
Yeah.
Or in case you're interested.
She will find me when she needs me.
She does seem to be that kind of person. But I was wondering if you knew, since you have more information than I do, a bit more your pull is a bit farther, if you know where Talus, I could find Talus.
That's an odd question. Why do you need him?
I want to ask if he's alright helping me build a temple in Barrios, or I guess blessing temple is, making the symbol of his deity basically. And I need to get his. I imagine he'd be the person to ask him for his deity. Can't seem to find him. I've asked around if he's in Barrios, but it seems like he's only made that one grand entrance, and I've only seen him that time and the time he proceeded with my trial.
That seems to be his strength, yes. Problem with Talus seems to be if he does not want to be found by you, you will not be finding him. Some sort of divine balancing trick that's going on there.
How do I get him to know what my intentions are so I can find him? scream from the walls, but
If you want, I could send out a letter.
oh, I would appreciate that. Just let him know my intentions and where I can meet him. Where he wants to meet, I'm fine with either.
If he is interested, he will find you. Don't worry about that.
That works. That works for me then. I still need to find well, I need to get the chosen opponent suit off Hatan Island, and somehow don't like her, or don't like Hatan
I
Island.
don't like the island. It's a nasty place.
Yeah, one of the clerics of Threkdalan is there, and the chosen opponent suit is there, and they both lost their memories on the boat there.
I know. That's
gonna
why
be
I told
interesting.
you don't use the boat. It's
And I
a bad idea.
very much appreciate it. Appreciated it. And then I also need to find the chosen of Connolly, or if there is one, there's a new one, or newer one. But old, I don't even know if they're new by this point. And also apparently there's a Nier mentioned might be an issue with there's a death knight out east, and that might pose an issue for one of the chosen. Got some things to deal with.
That sounds reasonable, yeah.
Yeah, of whatever I don't think we know which deity the Death Knight got cursed by or used to serve, but one out there.
Well,
But aside from that, it's gone
that's a lot
smoothly
on your
so
plate,
far.
right?
I guess it's a lot on my plate and whoever's mission is to deal with that Death Knight. But yes, it's my plate because I'll probably end up helping them.
Yeah, kind of. You're making it your plate, right?
Not wrong there. So how bad can a Death Knight
Slightly
really
obsessed with getting your divine family back together, huh?
be? Smile at her. Sort of is my thing, isn't it?
I know, that's the funny part. You don't even know if you want it or it's just what you're supposed to do.
It is something I've thought about whether or not I met my deity or whether I sought out my deity or my deity sought me out, or whether I believe the things I do and that made me the chosen, or I'm the chosen because I believe the things that I do. No, chicken or the egg sort of thing. Not entirely sure. Don't know if it matters though.
I'm quite certain it's always both. You are willing to let them into your life and they are willing to let you into the circle. Else it wouldn't happen.
That makes sense. Well, I imagine you have more experience with this than I do. Or at least experience with chosen, I guess, than I do.
I mean, I'm just a bit older.
Yes and no, you do.
Wiser.
Yes and no, you do. That's true. I met with Percy, the chosen of Dolaneer. And I had very kind things. You're not very kind things. We had a smiley meaning to say about dragons.
No. What does he think about dragons?
All of them, to some extent, are dangerous beasts. I don't know if he used the word beast, but he said dangerous and mean. All of them are mean. That's what it was. He also clumped elves in the same pile.
She kind of chuckles and then says, well, that might be true.
I don't disagree with some of them are mean, but I think that you've been quite pleasant, Septima. Overall, you've been helpful. Looked out for your own self the entire time, but helpful nonetheless.
Well, I have a soft spot for the humans. Although I must say I quite enjoy watching them torture themselves from time to time.
In what respect? In terms of like they make terrible decisions and screw themselves over in the future generations, or
In terms of they just being stupid and disagreeing who's more stupid.
can't disagree with that. Though I don't know if I'm lumped into the stupid people, or if I'm somehow outside of it.
There must have been plenty of times where you and somebody else has argued about who's more stupid.
Not entirely untrue.
That's what I'm saying.
Dragons Are dragons able to supersede that problem, or are you just all aware of who is the most stupid and everyone agrees upon it?
I mean, there's clearly us metallic dragons that are way better than the chromatic dragons, and I think that solves most of the problems. And
The chromatic are
Covenant
the
is,
colored ones, correct?
you just
Like
don't talk with each other, and then you don't have to disagree. It's also an easy way.
Isolate yourself, and I guess it is kind of just not a terrible way to go about it, but kind of just running away from the issue at hand rather than confronting it, right? Just ignoring it.
I mean,
So
we
there's still the
probably
same
would
issue,
disagree, and us disagreeing is always never let anywhere decently. So
I see. I guess that does change things when you're all. Every one of you is powerful. It's very powerful to some extent. Very strong opinions, I imagine.
but I can assure you, if you travel back to this awful island and look for the white dragon, that one's stupid. Guaranteed. No questions about it.
Well, it's good to know.
Doesn't mean
God,
it's not
speaking of
dangerous,
that.
but it's
Oh
stupid.
God. Sorry, I just reminded something. I'm probably gonna either. It's gonna be an issue for the Condoliers chosen at the very least. I know this. I apologize. This makes you uncomfortable, but one of the. Do you know what the ingredients are for the materials are for the symbols of the deities? I don't know if you remember it. For these Condoliers specifically.
Yeah, go ahead. You're not getting mine if you're asking for that.
I'm not asking for it. I imagine that I'm pretty sure I know exactly whose blood Connolly would want.
Yeah,
That white one
I
out on
could guess.
island.
Yeah, I would
I
definitely
just,
work.
I just, no. The issue I'm having is that I don't know whether or not Connolly would accept any support for her chosen. So I gathered Lockanon's blood specifically because I didn't want the chosen to kill themselves trying to fight a dragon.
Well,
I don't know if they would accept that. It seems to be, from what I've talked about, that they don't. They want their own individual chosen and followers to get the materials themselves. Seems to be the theme.
think about it like this. If I were to gift you all the money that you need to build your symbol, would you take it?
Fair point. You really earn it yourself, so it sort of overrides the whole problem. Or doesn't you didn't really earn anything yourself, so.
Yeah.
I get you.
Gets you into the problem. How do you solve the dragon blood issue with a potential total newbie?
You have some potions of heroism, but I don't know if that'd be enough.
I mean, if you have some globes of invulnerability, then maybe.
You're smart miter, I might be able to get it from somewhere, but would this white dragon on the island be stronger or weaker than Lockanon? And would he have minions as well?
I'm not certain if that creature is smart enough to govern any type of minions, but
Yeah, they're that dumb.
then again, I mean,
I guess
how
the question is
stupid
more. I'm
the
thinking,
average
are they dumb
human
for?
is.
I guess I just imagine that if you've been alive for a thousand years, you'd at least get some sort of wisdom or something. Maybe it's just are they just strong? Is that it? And alone?
I'm not even certain if it's that old.
Oh, okay. This might simplify things a bit then.
But compared to Lakanon, it should be almost trivial for you.
Yes. I don't know if it's for me to do that though.
Just
Why
don't
is it
get
Dora?
frozen.
Don't plan on it. Thank you.
That's like your main problem that you have there.
Wait, frozen from the dragon or frozen from the island? It's so cold. Or both.
Both.
Oh, does he? Oh, I guess I know breathe ice, right? 'Cause I literally saw breathe ice. In the vision when the old chosen died. Okay. Okay, so this one breathes ice, I presume, instead of lightning. Good to know. Well, anyway, anything you need from me in the meantime? Things seem to be quite nice, from what I've been able to gather.
Oh God, I just looked up. I just looked up the stat block of a white
Yeah,
dragon.
they're actually garbage dragons.
Yeah, and they literally have 5 to 7 int.
Yeah, I know they're really stupid. Yeah, they're like
It's
by
just
far the
memeing
weakest dragon.
because they have like 14 int or something.
Oh yeah, I do remember they're like I remember their stats are like really bad.
Yeah.
Like, and I think they're just known to be like dumb brutes. I think.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Yeah. Anyways, so back to your serious conversation. Where were we?
Yeah.
Don't get frozen.
Things seem to be quite nice going around. Anything you need from me? I think that's the last thing I said.
No, I think the last thing I needed from you, you have already solved. So
perfect.
Quick work.
Well, I guess fighting a banshee during the day is easier than fighting one during the night.
So they say.
I would recommend that if you need to fight any evil undead elven women that have died tragically and become a banshee, don't go during the night where they can kill you instantly by listening to their scream. Worked quite well for us.
Well, if I had to fight some evil undead elven woman, would definitely ask like one of these void people to solve the problem. No danger for me. Benefit for them.
I don't think Deer could have done it on her own, unfortunately. She almost died, I would say, but didn't.
Well,
There's also a warrior skeleton, multiple weird skeletons in there, but I'll point to like the axes that I have, but like the axe it was carrying like it was an elven. I think it was an elven skeleton, right? Or I'm just gonna say it's elven skeleton because I assume it was elven. It was like an elven skeleton that had like a circlet on its head. No, I don't. Did I see that? Did I see the circlet get knocked off its head? Someone could have told me. Someone could have told me the mask got taken off. Yeah. It had mask got taken off, and then it grabbed these two weapons. So, like I'll point to two axes, making sure not to like touch the cursed axe.
The masks would also have been magical.
I'll write that down then.
No. You didn't get the masks for a reason. Yeah. No.
Okay, never mind then. I mean, I just would have followed what the skeleton was to grab or whatever.
Yeah. That's what she gave you. What she told you to grab is what she told you to grab.
There you go.
Yeah.
It was weird. I'd never seen an elf wield axes before, but
that is unusual indeed. Yeah.
And also, there's another skeleton that was a magic bow and quiver as well. That makes more sense.
That's not unusual. Yeah. I mean, magic bows and quivers are still unusual, but for an elf to have these things, that makes more sense than the axes.
Also, like an army of undead elven skeletons that all had like leaf blades and but we just left them be because they were automatons. They were standing still.
Interesting.
Well, if you can, thank you, Septima. If you can get in touch with Talos for me, I would appreciate it and let him know my.
Do you show her the weapons?
Yeah, I have it. I imagine I have them on my side because I can't put them in the back of the hold in, so I have to carry them. I'll show her the axe. I'll tell her the one that's cursed and get like a cloth or something to grab onto it and touch it. Or use I don't know if my gloves count, but I would have figured that out at some point. I'll show her the weapons and the magic bow and quiver because why not?
Give me a quick perception check.
Oh, nat 20. 33.
As you show her the pickaxe weapon, the probably non-cursed one, she catches herself basically instantly, but she reacts to this weapon.
What's the pickaxe up to? See if they recognize it.
Seems a bit unusual, doesn't it?
It does. That's what I thought as well, but it seemed to block magic when it hit me. I think something along those lines. But do you recognize it, or is it just unusual?
Oh, it is unusual. Why do you think that I would recognize it?
You reacted to it slightly, or no? I don't really know.
No, doesn't ring a bell.
Very well. I'll like put it back. I also have this magic bone quiver, and had some leaf plates and elven chain as well.
I guess the elves will ask you to give it back to them. So
Reuven just told me to keep held on to it for now, so I'll give it back to him eventually.
for an elven prince, he definitely doesn't seem to get along with the elves that well.
Elven Prince, who? The skeleton warrior we killed?
Oh, he never told you. Oh, okay. Well, never mind. Didn't say anything.
Reuven?
I didn't say anything.
Spila?
I never said anything.
Like, stare at her for a moment.
That's why I
Reuven
like
doesn't-
humans. You always torture yourself for silly reasons.
Well,
Just
I
ignore it.
guess Reuven's gonna have some answer into when I meet him again.
Oh,
I don't know if much answer into, just questions.
if you think so.
Yeah. Well,
Anyways.
he'll answer what he wants to answer and won't answer what he wants to answer. But
Yeah, that seems to be his way to act. Is there anything else you need? Anything I can do for you?
aside from meeting with with Talos or the contacts, I think that's about it for me. I just have some meet up with a few other people up in town and go about my business. I don't think anything you need to do.
Anything specific you're looking for?
I was just gonna go meet up with Selena and figure out if there's anything else I can do with the election stuff. I don't know if it's interesting, the Commerce Council stuff, so I don't know if that interests you at all. Aside from that, I think went a lot better when I realized.
You just missed the election.
I guess next election it is that I'm looking forward to help with.
Yeah, Barrios just had elections.
How did that work with the reconquered settlements?
About as you would expect it to work. The
Terribly.
military guild had some loss in their strength on the council. The council member for the military guild has been replaced. Hasn't happened in quite a while. Other than this, nothing particularly interesting. I guess Selena is working very hard on getting rid of all the guild poachers that are trying to get her to work for them at the moment. The new council has started their duty.
Well, I'll go see if I can help it where I can. Make it a bit better. Make the game a bit better if I can. And I guess I shall be waiting for Tal. See if Tal contacts me.
Well, I guess that you do.
I'll be in town if you need anything from me. See you for now though.
Alrighty. Have a nice day.
You as well. Ready. Can we take a quick break here?
Yes.
All right, perfect. Keep your back.
So, prep.
low. Mhm. Everything.
To sleep you go.
Oh, actually, I thought of one more thing to ask something before I left.
Okay.
Be real quick. Do you have any idea of how to cure someone's like lost memories from like the for the trip from Matan Island, for example?
I am not quite certain what the effect is, but there are a handful of spells that should be able to solve the issue.
Perfect. I guess. See,
If
I'll
you know
get them here
what the
first.
spell is, then we can figure out a solution.
I guess maybe getting them here first so someone can look into it might be the best bet. If I can get them here.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, that's all. Now I leave. Now.
Alrighty. Go to sleep.
Then. Chill.
Do you spend time here? Do you go somewhere else?
I think he's gonna go to the what's it called? He's gonna go to the commoners, like Selena's place, and just shit. Ask them. Basically, yeah, I'll just go there first off. Yeah. Go to her estate. I think it was right. I think you know where her estate is.
Yeah.
Or the Connors Council's house.
Yes. You go there and you knock, and Selena is still there.
Hello, Selena.
Hello, Oliver.
Been a little while. I apologize. I couldn't help with the last election too much as I liked, but I have some time, and I would see if I could help.
Plenty with the last election.
But I would like to see if I could help more than the coming one, since I have some time. Or if I have some time and resource, I guess is the best way to put it.
I don't think Carl is ready for any political adventures. He's still getting used to his seat. And it is the beginning of the year. We have plenty of time before we have to think about more election stuff going on.
I see. I guess I wanted to offer since I do not know if I will have time in the near future.
Well, the second half of the year is where things become more interesting. Although the what? Ooh. Oh yeah. Next election could be a big one, but then again, it's Tarrega. So how big can it really be?
I think all the elections can be quite important.
Yes.
Should at least, but we shall see. But I guess if you don't need anything from me, if do you need me anymore?
Unless you want to stay in front of my door and knock every single guild member that tries to reach me over the head, I don't think there's much you can do for me at the moment.
Unfortunately, which I apologize to say, I think I will decline that offer.
I thought
But
so.
I wish you the best.
Well, thanks. I will be stay locked in my house for the next probably 4 months and try to speak with as little people as possible.
I understand. Well, wish you the best. And I'll see you in a few months, then, hopefully.
Great. You too. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well.
Great.
All right. I think he's gonna chill in Barrios for a while I think about what to spend money on now. Got fucking like 22,000 gold I can spend.
Why do you have so much money? You just
I got
spent 25,000.
50k gold from the locking on sword. And I have 25,000 I have 47,401 gold remaining. Half of that is roughly dedicated to the myelin symbol, so I got like 20,000 gold left over, and I probably lower the spending change I need to keep along as well, like 21,000.
Was there that much money in there?
I got like 5,000 platinum. I got like 4,000 or 5,000 platinum from it or something like that, plus a bunch of other money. I think Usmark took a bigger share of it because he also got the gems and stuff. So we got a lot of money. We got a lot of money. I think I wrote down specifically how much money we got.
4,000 plat. Yeah.
And I had like 500 platinum left over from the previous stuff.
No. Can always have enough money in there. Yeah, true.
A lot of money, yeah. Yeah, so I'm just thinking of what to spend it on. Thinking of like maybe spending it to reinvest in Cape Anna. That could be good since the monastery is pretty self-sufficient. I think I'm just gonna I might I'll chill in Barrios for a bit, but I'll get like a vibe for how like the reconstruction effort in Cape Anna is going and like those villages. If like people have like heard about it, if like people have been like guilds been sent over there, guildsmen, that sort of stuff. I think I heard that before, but I don't know like exactly how it's been going. But I'll go there eventually. But just want to get a vibe for like a couple days in Barrios.
Yeah, it's still kind of news, but doesn't seem to be big of news.
I guess I'd go to the Hunters Guild and just hire a hunter to take care of the wolves and shit in the monastery.
That can easily done.
I don't know if that just gets wrapped into the cost or if it's like so negligible it doesn't matter.
That gets wrapped into the cost.
And I think after that I'll head to Cape Anna then and just see how it's going. Maybe like
alright. So you spend like a few days in Barrios.
Yeah, I'll spend a few days, probably like 3 days. 3 to 5 days in Barrios.
It's been 3 days. The decision has been made. Talis has not contacted you in the 3 days.
Yeah, that's fine.
You head out and ride down to Cape Anna.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, just I can get to the north side and then I have to go from there to, or I go to the north side and then from there to Cape Anna because it takes too long to get to Bethel. But I get there. I don't know if there's any monsters along the way. I mean,
north side is not settled.
Oh, it's not settled? Okay, then I'll just ride past it then. I'll just like, I think I can like push it to Bethel. It's only like, it's like 2 miles outside my normal time travel thing, so, or like travel thing, so.
Also not settled.
I guess I'll just sleep in like, wait, what's the better way? I can walk over water. I can just go to Cape Orin and then go to Cape Anna from there. That's the better way to do it,
easiest way for you to do that, yeah.
Yeah, I can walk over water. That's the best way to do it,
yeah. Alrighty. So you spend 2 more days to get to Cape Anna.
Yeah.
And arrive there somewhere the end of the month. It is light rain. And we are definitely back in a fishing village. Oh, we're still in the fishing village. Perfect. We never left the fishing village. Yeah, you are in Cape Anna.
I think he just wants to like
hometown.
Yeah.
That doesn't really feel like home, but you know.
Not really. It's been destroyed and resettled. It's home, but it's not at the same time. I think he just kind of gets like I think he just wants to get like a feel for like how the reconstruction effort's going, the recolonization effort. See,
Yeah.
like,
People are busy at work, rebuilding things. If you want to spend time here and help, you can easily spend
I
a
think
month here and help build things. Although
he
it's
might do it.
rain season, so building is a bit tricky at the moment.
Yeah.
But there's one other thing
Oh yeah.
before
Okay.
you do talking and thinking. But as you come back to Cape Anna, I would like you to quickly think about your story. Like it came up with Septima. Did you choose your deity or did your deity choose you?
Yeah, that is interesting.
You're not quite certain if the new chosen of Carnelia already exists. Nobody has seen anyone. Then again, nobody has seen any chosen of Carnelia because the other one was locked away on Hatana Island. So apart from Septima, who knew about it for some reason, nobody really knew about them. But going with your idea that there's a reason why they become chosen, and the reason is intrinsic and extrinsic. How would you find a potential future chosen?
That is a fantastic question that I don't know if he can fully do for someone who is not his ethos entirely. He has theories behind it, or it's sort of like find someone with. It's sort of like because the thing is that like he can probably get a good idea of like maybe like if one of like his like Myelin clerics died, he might be able to find like someone who'd be like a potential nominee for like another Myelin cleric. But when it's some because like they have similar ethoses, but it's sort of like he has an idea of what a Connellier like chosen might be, but like it's sort of like it's looking at like it's sort of like looking at someone from a distance, but you don't really have like the same understanding or mindset as them. Whereas like he might just be like he might have like an idea like okay, he's looking for someone who's like is very who wants to wrought vengeance and like retribution. That's like his idea. Like someone who like who embodies the ethos like very well of like what the ethos thought. But he doesn't really know Connellier's ethos that well. It's just sort of like he has an idea of it, but hasn't really talked to them a whole lot or understand it entirely. And it's not just like vengeance or retribution. It's like both. So it's kind of like a dual-sided thing, where they need to be like a two-pronged thing. Like it's like sometimes you need to like wrought vengeance, and sometimes you also need to like like do retribution. He doesn't really know what that means for like Connellier entirely. So it's kind of like he doesn't know really. He has ideas, but it's sort of like I think he's like I don't think he'd have 100% idea when it's someone, especially when it's like a opposed deity kind of, or like a deity that kind of like doesn't really get along with you as well. So I imagine like it'd be even harder to come up with that idea, like wrap your head around their ethos.
Yeah.
It's so sort of just kind of like someone that embodies the ethos really well and like would. That's like his idea at least, because like his understanding of it is kind of like if he didn't go to like the hag's hut, if he just like stayed behind, he wouldn't have been the chosen. Same with like I imagine there's probably a similar like focal points at the, like catalyst of the other chosen or like other clerics where it's sort of like something happened and they made a decision and then that like gave them like the okay they were like a nominee and they became like okay you passed the test you get you're the chosen now or you're a cleric or something. They just don't know what that would be for like another cleric or for like another chosen someone else's deity without like asking them themselves. He has ideas floating around, but it's sort of like I don't know, nothing concrete in his head.
So on the Carnelia chosen, you're kind of stuck for the moment.
Yeah, it's kind of like his idea is try to find one of the clerics and see if they have an idea of if they have like any ideas of what's going on. But that's like his best bet. But
Okay. So it is basically for the moment. Hope that Talus comes and talks with you and go to Hatana to solve the June issue.
yeah, he'd probably go. He'd probably do the what's it called? The Connellier meet with the Connellier priest first, and then go to Tatan Island. Just get everything that he can wrapped up here, and then go to Tatan Island. Yeah, I think it's his point at the moment.
Okay. All right.
For now, I think that's it.
You arrive in your hometown. that not too long ago you fought a costly battle in.
Mm-hmm.
It's peaceful. The clanging of hammers. People are building, but yeah.
I think he's just gonna like take it in. Just gonna like walk around and just notice, see people doing stuff, like rebuild an effort. Just how it's like very different last time he's been here.
Mm-hmm.
See how it compares like when it used to be when he used to live here. So just imagine just a lot more like building stuff going on right now currently, but I don't know if there's like more guards or whatnot around.
Yeah, there's a group of military guild people
That's different. That's different from before.
that definitely were not here like ever.
Mm-hmm.
They seem a bit bored here, but whatever. They are there. They're
Better be bored than stressed, I
protecting.
guess. Yeah.
You can chat with the people here. There
Yeah.
has not
Watch
been
out.
a single attack ever since they came back.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I think watch out. Some people just sort of ask like who's in charge around here at some point, like to various people.
Yeah, they will guide you to one of the people that came with you on your quest.
Oh shit.
One random soldier guy, random militia guy. Was like
Yeah, well, I
some
guess
older. It's a woman, older woman. Like, I mean, older, like a few years older than you are.
nice.
And yeah, she seems to be the at the moment kind of leader slash elder of the people here, who like solves issues, solves disputes, just generally keeps people in line and working. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll chat with her a little. I'll go up to her if I can and be like, "Oh, hello. It's been a little while. I always wanted to stop by and see how things were going coming here."
Well, thanks to you, I guess. Quite well.
That's great to hear. To hear. How is the how's the reconstruction effort going? How's it progressing?
Slowly but surely. Well, it will take time, but we still have like mostly intact buildings that just need repairs, and so it's going to be easier than building from the ground.
Mm-hmm. That's
The
good to
cleaning
hear.
effort has gone over quite well, and everybody has a roof over their head and a place to sleep, including our fancy new guards.
That's good to hear. I do you know who I could talk to about donating some money here? About the rebuilding effort, like it's a coffer that I can donate to.
I guess you're speaking to the person you could talk about this with. Well, right now, we have
That's something.
our group rebuilding effort when we need to order large quantities of something. There's not much trade going on yet, so any money is very helpful.
Yeah, if you don't want how much, you don't want me asking how much do you have currently in the coffers, so I can. I don't know how much. It's been a while since I've dealt with raw materials, and I don't really have large
We
quantities.
currently roughly have 900 silver.
Oh, okay. Uh, do you? I think I'd rather go to a private place. Just to. That's fine. Where would I go to donate the money? I've got some gold and platinum lying around.
She like waves you to follow her and goes to the central building and settlement. Like,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll just like do I have a form I need to write out or anything I need to.
if you
I don't
want to
know.
give us money, we are very grateful.
Oh, of course. I just want to make sure I'm following the proper procedure. I'm pulling out my bag of holding and starting to grab bags out of their coins. I will give them 1,000 platinum, 10,000 gold.
1,000 platinum.
10,000
More money
gold.
than any of them will ever see in their entire life.
Yeah, that is entirely true. I mean, they say they have 900 silver. That's 90 gold. This is like they can't do shit with 90 gold. Fucking nothing.
Yeah, you do
That's
what you want to do. So
I will do. I'm helping her rebuild.
10,000 gold do you give to
Yes,
this
exactly.
woman?
I give it to her saying, I wanted to help the rebuilding effort. Just help it speed along. Get more people here to hire out. Figure out, flesh out trade, all that sort of stuff.
Kind of.
I imagine I pull out bags. I don't know if she knows. She might not know what the coins are until she opens it.
Do you tell her how much you're giving them?
Yeah, I tell her it's like I imagine I tell her it's like I'll pull out the bags and then be like I think it's 20 bags.
Yeah, you pull out like 20 bags. You probably don't have 20 bags.
No, it's
at this point.
I imagine I have like all the coins. And so I imagine I'm pulling out like bags, and then I imagine I'm pulling out like raw coins. And I can pull out the exact amount because the bag of holding because it's magical, so it's weird. I start handing it. I just like put it in the coffers basically. So just like tons of money.
Yeah.
I hope this helps quite a bit. I know times have been tough here, but I hope that the brighter future is ahead.
I thank you.
This was my home. I don't really know my relationship with it is right now, but I want it to flourish.
Okay. I think the first thing I should try to get is a better lockbox.
Do you want me to hold on to it for now? I can be in town for a few days, order a lockbox or something.
No, I'm not. I don't. I trust the people here. No. I'm not even sure why I need a better lockbox. But I kind of feel like I should need a better lockbox. Do I need a better lockbox?
That is, I think I had to phrase this. I think it depends on if you know the people here that are here now better than I do, and I think you know their character and their situation and what they would do if they saw this money better than I would. I would love to, I think that people who are coming here wouldn't. Can't imagine they would pilfer this just for short-term gain. But I do not know what the people situation has been dire, and people's judgments can be clouded in situations of greed sometimes.
You get like the distinct feeling that she did not at all listen to any word you just said.
Yeah. But if you need a better lockbox, I'm sure I can go to Barrios or Camp Vidovich and get one done up well.
Big eyes look at you.
Yes, I truly hope this helps.
I
use it wisely.
I think it helps. Yes.
Use it wisely.
Use it wisely and how?
How? How did I gather this much coin?
How do I use that amount of money wisely?
I'm sure there's like a merchant's guild or something, right? Or like some sort of like someone who can like steward. They're like stewards who like manage estates, right? Like manage people's lands and stuff like that. Maybe hired a steward to help manage this money if need be. sure I could probably find somebody in Barrios that might be able to help, that knows how to manage villages. Maybe they can help manage more large amounts of money. Know best wise where to spend it. You can, they can advise you on it.
Maybe. I think maybe. Yes. Maybe.
I'm not long. Okay. I'll go to Barrios and see if I can find someone. I'll send them your way. A letter from me.
Maybe. Okay. I think I need a stronger lockbox.
Not long.
Maybe this should be the first thing I spend some money on.
Well,
Get a real coffer for the city.
I'll leave you alone. I'll be in town for a few more days. I'll come back with you next over the coming days and see how you're doing.
Okay.
I'll leave her be. I know she's having a mental breakdown with the amount of money she just saw. I'll just stick in town a few days and just chill. See if she collects herself for the coming days. Yes.
Seemingly, she goes back to work and starts working to cope with her issues.
I'll meet back with her in like a few days before I leave and just like, you know, see if she has collected herself at all, or if she's still kind of like flabbergasted. I'll help out while I'm in town and stuff, that sort of stuff for now.
Yeah, her main problem that she like remains with is, does she tell anyone about the money?
Oh, I see. I think if she's worried about that, I think I'm gonna get a fucking lockbox for her, or like somebody to help with. She needs someone to help. She needs someone to help her. I need to get her like a guide, like a manager, but like a steward or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what I tell when I leave. Like I'm gonna go to Barrios, find a steward to help you, and then they can help advise you and lead the village in a nice direction, if you want them, of course.
Yeah. I think that makes sense. Yeah.
All right. And I was like chill in the village, help out a little bit, and then head back to Barrios. Get a steward.
Roll me 3d20.
5, 16, 8.
Okay.
I thought she was gonna say like 900 gold, not 900 silver. God, I forgot. It's one of those things where it's like you adventure for a while and your fucking perception of money just gets wildly out of control.
Yeah, you plunder a few dragon hordes and all of a sudden money has no meaning.
Yeah, like it has a lot of meaning. It has a lot of meaning to these people, okay?
You're standing there and you're thinking, oh, let's give her like.
Look, this is gonna fund the town for
platinum.
It's more than 2 pounds. It's like, what is it? 10? It's 1,000. Oh no, it's 1,000 divided. It's like 10 pounds of platinum, I think. Wait, divided by 1,000 divided by 50. It's 20 pounds of platinum. There we go.
Yeah.
It's a stupendous amount of money. It's literally like it's probably like Terrager, like coffer or something like that in there.
Yeah.
Like they're spending cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have like 1,200 pounds of copper somewhere that I need to get rid of. It's like the issues.
Yeah. I still have like that is gonna make that town flourish. Hopefully, like they'll be able to hire so much shit. Like they'll just pour money into the problem, like modern day solutions. Pour money into the problem until it works.
Yeah, it has always worked perfectly without issues.
So if you as long as you have liquid money, you're good to go.
Yeah. They're not going to buy luxury goods with the money.
That's why I'm hiring a steward. Okay.
No. So the steward can buy luxury goods for himself. Yeah, perfect.
I will. Yeah, exactly. Look, that is off my conscience. If they do, that's just them being evil. Okay, I guess fucking worry about it later. Yeah. I trust this person literally risked their life to like save their village. Like, they're probably they probably have a pretty good conscience. Hopefully, that's the hope at least.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Do you hop back over the river?
Hop back over the river.
Riding
get to Barrios
away.
In like 2 days.
Yep. Trip.
Trying to find a steward.
Trip.
I guess it's on the way. I'm trying to find a steward, like someone who can like manage like villages, like large, like. I basically try to get that information, like where would I go to, that sort of stuff. Try to find a good person.
Do you know any good person?
No, I don't. That's why I'm thinking like I could go to Septima, but I imagine is it like a guild for like managing stuff, or is it like a trade or something, or like it's just pretty specific roles. Probably not like a guild for it.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
guess
all the guilds have like their treasurers, but
yeah, I need like a treasurer, a steward, something along those lines. So.
somebody
I
who
could
is like decent in politicking and rationing and things like this.
yeah, my literally go back to Septima because she probably knows the person for it.
Hmm.
Or I imagine I can't because I don't think I'm not really too well with any of the guilds, so I could ask Selena maybe, but I don't know if she would know that specific stuff. So I'll go to
I
Septima
mean,
first.
she's been in politics for 5 years.
Yeah,
Campaign
it's a long time and a short time.
financing.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
She has done a lot of money management. I mean, you personally gave her like 6,000 gold or something at some point.
Something. It was a lot of money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I'll go to her first. Actually, she might know somebody.
I think she is totally cool with doing it herself. That gets her out of barriers, gets her a place to be. Puts more pressure on the military guild because now not only is it a settlement, it's also the settlement where the previous communist council is residing, so they probably don't want to let her die.
True. I will. Yeah, I will gladly like escort her there as well.
Yeah.
I will gladly escort her there as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'll let her know all the situation. Like it's like I'll just fill her in on like what I saw while I was there for a few days.
Yeah.
Like how much money I gave them and blah blah blah.
Yeah. Yeah, she's cool. She will bring Riley along with her.
Perfect. This is a fantastic solution because I know she's a bit conscious too. Perfect.
Unless she has been corrupted and it's going to steal all your money.
That is true. It's not my money at this point, it's the village's money.
Yeah. Alright. Okay, so you spend a few more days.
Yeah, probably
back and
takes
forth.
like 5 days there. So we traveled, we gotta walk there, I think. Or ride, I don't know if it takes a few days to get there, it takes a few days back. Yeah.
Spend like a week to solve the issue to get Selena there. A few more days.
We got like one stupid level warrior and another high level warrior as well, so probably nothing, traveling monsters probably have any issues there, any.
I mean, there's like the occasional poison spiders that might be an issue, but that is a nice 20 on a d20. Let's see if that is any issue at all.
I do have a poison resistance and a cloak of displacement, so I can probably deal with the spiders.
In the eastern forest, that is not an issue at all.
Nice.
Because, believe it or not, there are no earth elementals at the river. Yeah.
That's for the water elementals, but they're all underwater. They don't want to get out of the water.
The water elementals are all in the lake, so they don't like the river. Yeah. Lucky you. Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Escort her there, come back, get across the river, come back, and I'm just like, I just gotta look for the Thanathar and wait for what's his name to meet. Come with me. I keep forgetting his name.
Talus.
If I remember his name, maybe he'll come. Talus, yeah. Yeah, I think it's just time to look for the Thanathar clerics. It's the next goal. Next thing on the list. It's been like a few weeks since I've actually been in Barrios. I'll just go back to Barrios and ask if they've come around. And then I'll just go from there.
Alright, back to Barrios we go. We never left Barrios.
Heck yeah, true.
And you ask around. So Tani and Miriam, where are you? Well, they're definitely not here. And also they haven't been here in the last few weeks, so...
Yeah. Alrighty. I guess I'm just gonna do the rounds now. Go to Rega, then to Port Breen, to Low Bay, and to Camp Vidovich. See if I can get any leads on where they've been. I'll probably stop in like midway or midway or middle way on the way as well. Do all the big stopping points.
Just like thinking, what do you think? Where would they be?
I think they'd he's thinking out. The way he's thinking is like they're obviously doing like whatever they're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
They could honestly be like somewhere like they could honestly be like in the Eastern Woods, if I'm being honest. They could be like rotting vengeance over there for what happened, like the orcs and ogres did still. But that's like kind of low chance because we already kind of did that. Like unless they're like traveling in the woods themselves, it's like pretty unlikely. And I guess I would figure out they would have gone. The only way I would have gone like if I'm in Barrows, so like oh yeah, they went to east and like they went to like one of the villages, then then that might be a possibility. But they're probably just like solving disputes maybe like between people. That might be a thing. Like I don't know, like there might be like a mediator, like being like, okay, we're gonna like listen to two people's issue, like hear someone's issue, and then be like, okay, do you actually need vengeance, blah blah blah, or retribution. They'll probably just like that's his guess on what they do, kind of like just listening to people and solving disputes.
Yeah. Do you think they would be more likely to be in a city or in one of the towns?
Uh, no idea to be honest. I can see cases for either or, like the villages, because like they just like maybe they don't get a lot of traffic, so maybe there's like because like maybe the villages have more like vengeance and stuff to be brought because there's like they get like raided and there's like animals and stuff like that and like intelligent things that used to raid them. So, but also they could also be in the villages, the towns, because there's more people there, so more concentrated people, so there's more time thing. There's more probability for things to go wrong and people to like want to have vengeance. So I don't know. It's just kind of like you don't really have an idea. I think it's just going to the major towns just because like more people, more likely for them to be there, maybe, or people to see them. So
Okay. So first stop is Tariga.
yeah, Torrego.
Did you give me a D8?
A 4.
Where do you go in Tariga?
Temple, and then just ask around for people. Follow them on the way.
Can you give me a perception check?
Am I looking for this third 23? This little girl again, or like young girl that's staying in the temple?
You know, you're not looking for her, but you spend like some time in a temple and you definitely spot her again.
Is she in the same spot she was before?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, what I'm gonna do this time is the first thing I'm gonna look for is, since I noticed her this time, is anyone else notice her, and also is she like that's what I'm gonna ask first. Does anyone else notice her? Like seem to notice her? Like does anyone like walk in the temple, look in her direction, and then kind of like that's kind of weird? Like when you're walking into a room, you kind of like look around the room, and you notice somebody. I'm curious if anyone else notices that as well.
Does not seem no unusual things are happening there.
Okay, so she's not like invisible or something. That I'm just like it's like okay, she's just kind of standing there. I think what I'm gonna do then is like after I'm done like praying and walking around, asking around the temple, I'm just gonna like leave like in her direction, not like looking at her. And then like when I get like close to her, I'm just gonna like stop and like ask her or something, like talk to her.
Yeah.
It's like not like walk in her direction, not like walk at her, but like just in her general direction. Like not like but not like staring at her or anything.
You know, she definitely notices you again, walking in her direction and disappears again.
Okay. At what point did she notice? Did she like notice me and start leaving?
It's like hard to say, but apparently she can read your mind.
Probably not the case. Did she look human?
Must be something in the way you looked at her.
Yeah, I probably glanced at her.
Remembers like the last time when you directly tried to approach her.
Yeah.
She definitely has noticed that you have noticed her again.
Okay.
Reacts appropriately.
I think when she leaves, I'm just gonna like ask her on the temple and just be like, "Is anyone else to ask her about her?" It seems like I've noticed her the past few times. She's been kind of like the past 2 times I've been here, just kind of like stands around the exit. One of the doors.
One of the unfortunate local kind of street urchins. Seems to be a bit lost. Not really knowing what to do with her life. Spent some time around the temple. Seems to give her solace.
Tragic. Terrible. Do you know more about her at all? I I'm just want to see if I can help at all. If there's anything I can do while I'm in town.
Doesn't really talk much. If you want to help, you can always donate some money so we can afford food for the lost
Of course.
people of the city.
Of course. Oh god, fucking flies flying around. I'll give them 100 platinum.
You're
1,000
throwing
gold.
money around like crazy, man.
I have so much money.
You know what? The people need something to eat. Yeah, you have 1,000 gold.
Fine, I'll give them. Fine. I'll give them less. I'll give them wait. But yeah, I'll give them wait. I'll give them 91 gold since that's all my gold left over.
91 gold. That's it.
That's
Great
the more
amount.
reasonable amount. That's still a lot of money.
309. Yeah, 91 gold is still like.
That's like because food costs like a few coppers, right?
Yeah, that's like enough money to feed the homeless of Tarega for a year or so.
Yeah, it's like an insane amount of money. Yeah. So yeah, I hope this helps. And I'll.
Oh yes, that helps very much. Thank you. That's very generous of you.
I smile. I nod along. I'm like, fuck, man. I've got my perception money's so fucked. Yeah, I'll just like walk around town a little bit, just like seeing if I can. I want to get like a feel for like that sort of people, I guess, in the city.
Mm-hmm.
Past few times I've seen her, and she's just kind of like she's like they're kind of in a fuck situation.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll like walk around a bit, and not like specifically searching for, just getting like a feel for the city, kind of. Cause it's been a while. And, like also asking, I guess asking around. I'll end up asking around for the colony priest.
No Canalier priests here.
Yeah, how's like the situation with the street urchin stuff? They're like kind of bad in Eureka, or like
There's
what's like the
a
well,
few
not like
that you
asking
can
around,
see.
but just kind of like looking.
Yeah, I mean, around the temple, there's always a few people that seem to be purposeless, which kind of lets you know that they're either homeless or day laborers or things like this. There's a lot of day laborers, obviously, but most of them are working during the day. So
I see.
and then there's this group of people that doesn't seem to have a place to be, and they just exist somewhere. Sometimes they're obvious to see, sometimes they're like in side alleys. Yeah, that's that's a city issue. The towns don't really have that issue because everybody has to work in towns. There's not really any way to survive unless you do something, and every labor is welcome. So every person gets a job assigned to them if they want or not. That's not that much of a question.
And the city, you just kind of have like your skills aren't valued there, so you kind of got nothing to do, or if you have skills at all.
Yeah,
Nice.
and also you can kind of like drop out of social circles. That's like the main issue. And in a town, like everybody knows everyone. So the one person whose parents have died, there's like somebody who either wants to take advantage of them or helps them. And in a city, that's not that easy. And they tend to like congregate around the clergy because they are the first people who will pick up on them.
Okay. Okay. Clap hands together. Trying to think of how to solve this issue. Or at least like
as you clap your hands together to solve the issue.
Yeah.
You're like walking down the road in Tarega, like away from the temple, probably towards like the inn. It's like getting late.
Yeah.
You spot like standing 100 feet away from you or so, a lone figure in the road that people seem to not cross with.
Is he in armor? Are they in armor?
Mm-hmm.
They look like Talus, wearing like a warhammer.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just like whew, right, put those thoughts aside for now, and then just like go back to the old plan at hand. Put the thoughts aside of how to solve fucking like town issues, and okay, take a deep breath, breathe out, walk towards Talus.
He gives you a short but polite, like respectful nod.
Mm-hmm. I'll
And
do the same back.
one hand like resting on his warhammer on his side. He says, well, you have asked to meet me.
That I have. I don't know if word has gotten to you yet, but I am planning on I'm gathering up all of the chosen and clerics and trying to propose that we build a help bless the temple in Barrios. I wanted to meet with you to ask if you were okay to go along with it. You and your fellow priests.
How would we go about doing something like that?
Well, on my travels to Atan Island, I found one of the scholars there had found an old book, an old tongue, and in that book describes how to make the symbols of the deity, how to make them, the materials need to be used, the shape of them, and what spell is to be used to bless them. And I'll like hand him like a piece of paper, like write something down, or like I might have had it pre-prepared, just hand it to him for his deity. For your deity, is a gavos or slash hammer made from bloodwood, enchanted with plant growth, warpwood, and bless. I have met with most of the others, and they seem to be in agreement with it. But we are to do it all together, not one at a time, but everyone at the same time.
Obviously,
I nod, yes.
there's no favoritism to the deities.
Nod. I just have to meet with Han and Suta, and aside from which they are on Hatana Island currently. But aside from that, everyone else is on board with it so far. Aside from the materials needed, and I think we're mostly done, mostly all in agreement. If that is something you're interested in, of course.
I think I would agree as well.
Great. That's perfect. That is all I really wanted to meet with you for, unless you have any need of me.
Do you by chance know where I could find Bloodwood?
I don't think so. I'm trying to think. Out of character, I don't think so. But have I heard of Bloodwood ever? Like in any of the random shit that Bruce Moore's read or that he's mentioned before?
Give me a perception check.
Yeah, okay. No. Probably not.
No.
I maybe just didn't listen to it as if you mentioned it.
No, you have no idea. Like,
Yes, there seems to be a few materials on there that seems to be quite elusive. As some of the deities require obsidian, which I don't entirely know what that is. Other exotic materials and like, for some of them at least. But if I find anything else about it, I will contact you in the same way that I contact you before and give that information, if that's all right. Unless you have another way you wish for me to contact you.
He takes a few steps to the side to step under one of the roofs so you don't get rained on.
Yeah, I'll fall behind them, get over
And scribbles No, I think he just tells you. If you are looking to contact me, send a letter to the inn in Thornton.
The inn and Forston?
Thornton.
Thornton. I nod. Well, I'll do that. If I find anything else, if I ever have need of you, or if I find anything else about Bloodwood, I will do that.
Gives you a nod again. And then says, if there's nothing else you need of me, I will return back to my prayer.
Oh, if the only other thing I can think of is he's thinking for a moment, and he's being like, two questions or two things I'm gonna ask you. One, do you know anything about the other chosen of Connellir? Or the new chosen of Connellir if there is one? I'm on the look.
Should
I'm
I know
looking for them.
something about them?
I don't know. I was asking. I was just wondering if you did. I assume you know what happened to the old one. So assume that they're the new one. Ask. I'm curious if they're the new one. I'm looking for the priest as well. If you know anything about, if you know where their whereabouts are.
I will guess that they are somewhere where they can solve petty issues.
That was my guess as well, but I'm not entirely sure where. That's in a big city or a small town. Small towns probably have pettier issues, so.
As for the chosen, I'm not aware of a new having come up yet.
And I will tell you this just because you are a chosen, but I there is a death knight out east. I don't know if you know what that is. One of the I do not know which deity it is from. I guess I'll explain what death knights are really quick. It's a death knight is a chosen that broke their oath in a terrible way and got cursed by the deity. I don't know which deity it is out east, but if you need to go and slay it in the future, because it is a deity, let me know, and I presume that me and at least the chosen of Thanathar would help with you with that. Rather you not die to it. Well, just because I'm assuming
quite certain that it is not related to us in any way, shape, or form.
Maybe. I talked to one of the Void priests, and they just weren't entirely sure which deity it was. It's one of them.
Well, I think I would know by now.
Well, I just wanted to point that out. I just wanted to let you know that I would support you if that was your case, but never mind then.
Thank you for the offer.
Nah, it's easier to have. I imagine that me and my companions are the best people who can trek out east anyway, so might as well support you can.
If it ever comes to that, I will gladly ask you.
Good. Aside from that, nothing from me. That is all.
Great.
Well, thank you for the meeting, Talus. I will get in contact with you if I need anything else from you in the future. And I assume you can find me at some point if you ever need anything from me.
I can.
Well, I look forward to this family get together in the near future.
I wish you good luck on your endeavor as well.
Smiles at him.
Right. Kind of, as he seems to be just short nod, turns around, leaves.
Yeah, more mysterious than Kaliran somehow. Or as mysterious, who knows?
Well, yeah. As he walks down the road, the same thing kind of seems to happen. Like people not stepping in his, they're not stepping out of his way, but they're also not in his way.
Yeah, it's like a weird magic effect. Is sort of what Oliver thinks. Sort of like, it's not invisibility, but it's like maybe they just like walk out of go out of his way. They don't like notice him entirely.
Yeah, I mean,
I think they notice him, but don't notice him.
He has like this aura of respect around him. That's like quite noticeable. But yeah, definitely seems a bit odd.
Yeah. He's like him
also
and Kaliran so far.
He has walked in. He must exist somewhere. Nobody knows where. Like that's also a bit odd.
Like him and Kaliran are like the most mysterious, but Kaliran is the most mysterious because he just like keeps everything to himself, whereas this guy just like doesn't do anything. He seems to just like come out. He just comes out of the woodworks whenever he's needed. Yeah. Alrighty. With that advice in tow, I think after Orega, he'll go back to the temple one more time. Just go in the entrance, like go in the one of the entrances / exits where like the girl might be. like resign like in like a day or two.
Try to
I
ambush
don't.
her.
What? Sorry. No,
Try
I
to
won't
ambush her.
actually. I won't ambush her that way. That's kind of rude. That's not a good way to go about it. I'll just go. I'll go in the normal way I'd normally go in and just pray. You can't like shout across the temple. I just want to see what her deal is. I want to figure out what's going on. It's curious now. That was like the last time I'm doing it for today though. And I think he'll do that, and then he'll try to do a similar thing as before, and just kind of like try to get like near her so we can have a conversation without like trying to ambush her entirely. I don't know if it'll go well.
Yep. You try to kind of same shit happens again. Like
Yeah.
she kind of seems to be slipping you. Then again, that's like totally not your wheelhouse. What you're trying to do here. To be fair, you are super noticeable, very obvious. Stomping from the temple. I mean, there's like everybody sees you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And on the other side, you have like this. I mean, she looks fit. Like she's moving nimbly and quickly, but like vanishes into the crowd quite easily. Give me another perception check.
Oh, 17.
No, you don't see where she leaves to. Like you.
Damn.
No.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I'm so curious what's going on up there. I've literally got time, so I can just do it. But it's like, it feels like I'm just stalking her at this point, which I don't know what to do. Yeah, I'll just.
Who's here to judge you? Tellus isn't, so.
Yeah, the thing is, it's like I'm like I said, it's one of those. Well, I mean, like to be fair, no one will know what I'm doing anyway. So it's like, but it's more like it's like a conscience thing. It's like, do I want to? So do they want to come off that way? Like, I think he'd just like. I think what he's gonna do. He's gonna spend the rest of the day just kind of like walking through the streets and maybe return to the temple on occasion to try and find her. Because I'm just very, very curious. It seems so out of place.
I mean, there's like groups of like these people. Maybe one of these groups knows about her.
Yeah, I think I'll try and do that. I'll just like approach them.
Knight in shining armor approaches
I will
before I
do that though. I will break some coins into some silver.
Tries to bribe the people on the side of the road.
No, I'm giving them money. I just don't want to give them fucking gold or platinum, because that'd be even weirder.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna 1 platinum into 10 gold, and then all 20 silver. Okay. There we go. That should be enough money. I'll ask if they just ask for like panhandling or something. I'll give them some money. Like if they're like, I'll walk up to them and be like, yeah, I was just asking around if they've seen her, and if they ask, if they're like panhandle, I'll hand them a coin and then ask them that.
Yeah, I mean, there's also like the soup kitchen if you want to ask there. I mean, you gave them 91 gold.
Perfect.
So
that is perfect. I will go there.
it's a bit less odd.
Yeah, that is way less weird. Yeah. We'll go there and ask about. Yeah, so I'll volunteer a little bit too there. I don't volunteer because I can't cook. I literally can't help really at all.
You don't have to cook. You have to splash food into containers. So.
Oh, that's true. I can just do that. Yeah.
Wash containers.
I'll help around for them. I'll help around for the evening then. I'll probably have my armor taken off then, because I don't know if I want to be an arm roll. Ladling food out.
Alrighty. You make yourself useful. Helping
Make myself useful while asking around.
That's like a small crowd gathering around us, like word spreads that the chosen of Myelin, the recapturer of the northern settlements, owner of the local monastery. Like, I mean, people are coming looking.
So many titles and things, deeds. Slayer of the orcs in these woods right here.
Yeah, I mean, there's like a slight cult starting around you.
Oh god, I don't know if it's a good or bad thing.
Yeah. So people come watching. Give him perception check as you like give out food.
It's gonna be a good one. God, I'm getting slightly better every time, but still like too better.
1, 4, 6. Yeah. You can like help out and like chat a bit with the people. They're really busy, but as like evening comes around and they close up and start to get like put things away and like clean up. You have some time to ask questions.
I'll be like, I've I've been seeing what the priest described as like a downtrodden youth, like the temple. She seems to be just hiding around, like sitting around one of the exits. So I was wondering if you knew anything about her.
Oh, there's
I'll say like which exit it was. 'Cause I don't remember exactly which one it was.
quite a few of these, unfortunately.
She's yeah, but she's. I'll describe her like it'll be like yeah, she's like fit. She's like she seems to be like about like 17, 16, 18 in that range. She's pretty consistently
Yeah.
at the temple, that sort of stuff. Hair color, all that sort of stuff, height.
Yeah, you describe her, they think about if it's like somebody that things off for them. Yeah, they will think that you're talking about a young woman named Kanli. Kanli So.
How do you spell that? On
Kanli-SO.
I see Kanye. Dash IO or O?
SO.
SO. Connie So.
Kanli So. Yeah.
Do you know where what is her story, if you don't want me asking, if you know anything about her?
A little while ago, must be like a few months, she started showing up. Apparently, one of the last raids of the hobgoblins caught her family. She's quite alone. Not very trustworthy. Not very trusting.
Understandably. A lot to
Tries
happen.
to survive, and what happened to her? It's a bit odd. Like most of the families out in the settlements have strong bonds. Not quite certain what exactly her story is.
Do you know where where I can find her, or she just around the place?
It's a type of person that does not want to be found.
Hard
I
person
don't
to
really know
find
where
them.
she sleeps, so where she resides when she's not here. We don't
If
go
you
looking.
Yes, if you I don't even know if she would. I think I just need to try to have a conversation with her. Figure out what happened. She's caught my interest. I need to. I want to see if I can help. Thank you for your help. I will.
The soup kitchen
be
worker
able to-
makes an insight check. Fails.
I don't know what they think of. I don't know what they think of. I mean by that, but they're like, oh well.
Yeah.
Well, I help out closing up the stuff, and then I head onto the streets trying to find. See if I can find Connie, so help her out.
Nope. You don't find her.
This. Yeah. I am very intrigued now. I am like not gonna find the Connellier priest for a while. Hanen's Hoot is its own journey entirely, so I think next day when I go to the temple, I'm gonna try and say her name and see if she reacts anyway. Not like scream, but like when I get close enough to like see if that helps at all.
You don't see her the next day.
Okay, I will peruse the streets then that day.
Give me a perception check.
You know, I'm gonna get like a 7 this time. I'm gonna die because I feel like I'm just gonna get like progressively better, but not good enough. Oh no,
Ooh.
that's 31. There we go.
31.
Just gotta grow. Just gotta spend enough time on. I'll get there eventually.
Yeah, you wander like the streets around the temple. I mean, there's like very clearly like the region where it heads into like the merchants district, and where like the wealthier part of the town, like towards the city center. That's like where the large streets are. That's like not a place where homeless people probably hang out, but like heading north out of Terrega, basically, where like it very quickly fades into this more rural looking town where there's like these farms with like small fields around them, and farmhouses and things like this. before it like fades into actual farmland. And heading north, that's like where you saw the groups of maybe homeless, maybe rough sleepers, and you're quite certain that you spot her in one corner.
Okay.
And
What is she doing when I
you,
spot her?
You spot her like walking around the corner, disappearing behind the corner.
Yeah, I'll go after her. I'll like kind of like quickly walk. I'm not gonna run, like quickly walk like around the corner to catch up with her.
Are you like armored up, magic decked out, or is this like Oliver
Probably
in
not
civilian
like.
clothing?
I think it's more like Oliver in like civilian clothing, but like still got like. If you like, probably if you look, he's probably got like magic gloves on, like not gloves, but like magic rings on and stuff like that. But it's like underneath like stuff. They got like some magic gear, but not like it's not like full plate mail. Like if you look, you'd be able to tell for sure though.
Yeah. Okay. So your plate is
Like,
somewhere.
Plate is like back at the inn or something. Yeah, like in the room.
Your spear's at your side, or is your spear also?
I don't leave that anywhere. Yeah, I'd probably bring that with us. But it looks weird. But it's like you gotta like probably do a double take to make sure it's okay. It's not like light gleaming off armor.
The
I'm
additional weapons are not with you. You're not like.
No, I leave the axes and the quivers and stuff behind. Yeah. Okay. That's too much to carry.
Alrighty. Yeah.
Got a bag of holding, so that's about it.
Quickly try to get around the corner, and can see her slipping into a building.
Okay. Does the building look like decrepit, or is it kind of like is it a normal building?
I mean, it looks okay.
I probably can't tell. I'll like go up to the door and see what the building looks like.
Yeah, there is a door. It's intact. It is mostly wooden, so yeah.
I'll knock on it. I want to enter someone's. I'm like a vampire. You want to enter someone's home without permission.
Yeah, you knock.
Yeah, I'll knock. Knock, knock, knock.
Yeah, no response.
Regular. I'll knock again and wait a few more moments.
No response again.
I'll creak the door open and look inside without going in.
No response to the creaking of the door.
I'll like look inside and see what's inside. Like from
You step inside, or do you just?
I just open the door and look inside.
Yeah. You see nothing. It's like an empty room. It's not covered with dust or anything, but it does also not seem like somebody lives here.
Is there anybody in the room?
No.
I'll walk inside then. I'm just like, what the hell? Shut the door behind me. If there's enough light coming from the windows or whatever.
Yeah. You shut the door behind you.
I'll shut the door behind me and then be like, oh.
The light fading, like you don't really see much for a moment. And the next thing you notice is like the feeling of a knife at your back. And a voice like whispering, "Why are you following me?"
What so? Are you?
I'm asking you questions.
I was looking for you, yes. I wanted to make sure, I wanted to see if I could help.
There's nothing you can do to help me.
Well, you tell me your story at the very least, and I'll see if I can disagree.
It's a moment of silence. Give me a perception check. Just see if you catch on to what's happening behind you.
Additional 31.
Yeah. You hear like a creaking sound. You also feel like the weight of the knife shifting.
Well,
and then
can I turn around now? I say.
Don't move. And then the next thing you
stand still.
Yeah, notice is that the knife disappears and the door flies open, and then you hear running.
I'll go outside quickly and then see if she's running down. She's running.
Yeah, she's
Or
running
she's
away.
running. I'm not gonna like run chase her, but fucking great. Well, at least she didn't stab me. I don't think she, unless she's like a 10th level thief. I don't think she on average would hit me anyway. Oh well, I will.
I mean, she had a knife against your back. She could have stabbed
That's
you.
true. She could have stabbed me, but she didn't. You know what? That's a good sign. Good sign. Well, you know what? Progress is being made.
Yeah, you have officially stalked her now.
That I have, yeah.
For the
I think
record,
like a
people also see you leaving the house where the young woman just fled from. But
That's fine.
I will leave that up to people's interpretation.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I think it's. I don't know if he. I'm trying to think. Would he care about the public perception, or would he only care about his own conscience? I think it depends. I probably if it got like really bad, he'd have to do something about it. But it's like it's just one event. He's thinking he's doing good things. So I think he's gonna keep trying on it for a little bit. I don't think it's not gonna stop in the short term.
Yeah. So, do you really want to stalk this young woman?
I don't want to stalk her. I want to fucking try to get a conversation with her. That's what I want her to do.
You
But
tried.
there's not really a way to do that without stalking her.
She clearly told you no.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna like, I'll leave a letter. I'll go back to the house where she actually was. Did that place look occupied when it was in there?
Yeah, just seemed empty.
Okay, never mind then. I'll just leave a letter with her. I'll leave a letter at the temple in like the soup kitchen and that sort of stuff, and be like, if she wants to talk or anything. She probably can't read, but fuck it anyway. Maybe she can read. She get someone to read for her. I'll just leave a message to somebody and be like, if she needs any help with anything, like stop by this place where I'm staying for the next few days, and like I'd be happy to help.
Okay.
I'll leave that at the temple, and I'll stay in town for a few more days. I'm not gonna seek her out though.
Okay.
And I'll also like give them like a gold piece to hand to give her as well, if that's okay. That's a lot of money, but it's not like an insane amount of money. I have both places. I'll do that.
You just don't care about public perception, okay? Let's just put it like this, and then we can hand wave the things you're doing.
Yeah. I think I'm just like I'm gonna go to the temple in the soup kitchen, do that, and stay in town for a few days and see if I can get like a meeting with her. Like if she wants to talk after I bribe her.
Yeah. Alrighty. She does not want to talk with you. Nobody comes.
I'll leave
then.
Yep. I'll leave then. I'll go back to my business then. I'll I'll ask around and be like, what's like I'll donate to the local temple in Terega for like does the temple run like pretty much all the social services?
Yeah.
Okay. I will donate to that sort of stuff for like the troubled use and that sort of stuff about like like 1,000 gold to it. Help out.
Sure.
They get more food, more bed, that sort of stuff.
You probably will have to talk with the Terrega, with the Pater Primus about that amount of money. But it's totally doable. Yep.
Yeah, I don't have any troubles that would come up with it, but so yeah, I just want to see the video towards that cause, and that's about it.
Yeah. I mean, you just like at some point the amount of money you're donating like is so much that the normal clergyman will say that you will have to deposit it like more discreet and officially. Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, that's out of the way. Hopefully that helps her out. I will maybe try and reconvene her in like a few weeks or months or something like that, but probably not a good idea to do it like immediately afterwards. She threatened to stab me and ran away, so she doesn't want to talk right now. Maybe later.
It's going to help someone out.
It'll help someone out, and I don't want to force an issue. I don't want to force something that she doesn't want. After that, I went as far as I can comfortably go, and if after that point it's too far. Yeah.
Yep.
Time to roam the countryside now.
Yeah. All right. Let the roaming begin.
Yep.
Well, let's quickly check if by chance, like during your days, one of the priests has wandered in. Can you give me
for like a week or something at this point.
a D8?
5 again.
5 again. That's the wrong number.
With a lot of fives.
Alrighty. You head out.
I head out. I think I just stopped by. I think I just like. I don't even know where I think I just. They're probably not in Terrega, just because I've wandered around Terrega. I spent a few weeks, but I don't know. I'll
If
go to
this
like. I
at
think I'll
all like matters to you, the settlement that Cunley so comes from supposedly would be Taffington.
Taffington. Okay, that is. Okay. I'll just stop by Taffington on the way there. Do that first then.
Sure. Alrighty. You hop out of Tarrega. Travel to Taffington. Do you ask around in Taffington, or do you just?
I think I ask around for the clerics and also just like try to get a little more information on Connie So, like it's like discreetly, not discreetly, but just like ask around and be like, if anyone knows anything. So both those things.
Surprisingly, Tani is in Taffington.
Oh shit, that's perfect. Well, what are the odds?
What are the odds?
Not good. I think I'm going there like half-assedly trying to get. I'm just like, okay, it's on the way. I'll just kill two birds with one stone. Ask around. Oh shit, Connie's here.
Yeah. You can chat up if you want to.
Yeah, I'll be like, oh, Tani, it's been a while. How things
Has
been?
How has life treated you? I heard you wrought quite a vengeance in the northern parts.
I guess you could say that. I did try to look for you to help with that, but your names elude both you and both yours and Miriam's names eluded me at the time. So I don't know if you got my letters at all in the few towns I was slept them at. I did think of you when time came.
Did you leave letters for them?
I did leave letters for them, like Port Bream and like some, I think Terrega and Bordarios for them, but I didn't remember their names at the time. I just had to describe their symbols.
Oh, okay.
But they never came, so they might have gotten the letters at some point, but
they got them too late or something.
yeah, too late. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter.
Something. Hand wave.
Yeah, hand wave. Yeah, but I was wondering. I think she's like trying to be careful of the topic. That I've met with the other chosen of the other deities, and I was wondering if your deity has chosen a new chosen yet.
Not to my knowledge.
Sort of like sighs, thinking like, okay. I was the reason I was gathering that is because I was planning on blessing the temple in Barrios, and to do that we need everyone there.
Can you elaborate?
Yes, I found, and on Hatana Island, I found one of the scholars there found an old book on how to create the symbols of the deities. I'll like hand her like a thing about like her like this is what your deity would require. I'll tell her like I'll read it to her. Obsidian triangle on the outside, triangle from clay mixed with dragon's blood on the inside. And then enchanted with stone shape, hardened earth and stone and bless. But I imagine we need a chosen for that.
I mean, I don't know. But if that is something you're looking to do, then we should definitely be on board with that. Although
That's good.
I'm not quite certain how one could find dragon blood.
I imagine that your deity would want you to acquire yourself, but I do have I have like a potions full of dragon's blood that I have. I don't really know how big a potion is, but I have acquired some. But I imagine your deity would like to acquire yourself.
I would very much assume so. Yes.
But I guess I'll hand it to her. Like if not, then here you go. I guess I'll hold on to it because I need to probably get to the chosen anyway. So. But I have acquired one. If you
do you think do you need the chosen, or do you...
my theory behind it on what needs to be is that there's three followers of every deity, 2 clerics and a chosen. There's 3 spells that need to be cast upon the symbol. my guess is that two of the spells are from the cleric or the priest, and the last one's bless is is the chosen to cast. I don't know the ritual behind it. That's just my working theory at the moment, but I haven't specifically asked my deity about it at least. I can when the time comes. It seems like it's getting closer.
Well, then I guess we need to find our chosen first.
I believe that is the case. I will, hold off on that information for now. Actually, no. I do have one thing that might be relevant about this. There is a Death Knight out east in the Eastern Lands that a Death Knight. My apologies. A Death Knight is when a chosen betrays their oath in such a terrible way that they get cursed by their deity. I do not know which I don't know which deity this Death Knight used to follow, but if it is your deity, then that might be a thing that needs to be done before your new chosen gets chosen. Your new chosen gets chosen. I don't know if that's the case or not. That was just a working theory from one of the Void Priests that I met, or it's just something they have to do. It might be a test they have to do before they're officially chosen, or along the way.
Well,
I don't know if it's something you want to ask your deity about, but
I will try to get in contact and find out some more things.
I can be in town and wait if it'll be a short time, but aside from that, I just have one more. Aside from you and your deity, I have one more deity to talk with. Then. But aside from that, I've met with everyone else. Everyone else is in agreement.
I have some business to finish up here, but when I'm done, I will look into it and see if there's something else I can find out. Is there a specific place I would be able to find you?
If you know about my monastery and Terega County, you can send a letter there. I have a place in Barrios that I usually stay at. That in there you can send it to there. Those are the main two places that I would usually reside. And aside from that, maybe maybe leave it at a temple as well if it's somewhere else, or maybe leave it at a temple as well in any of the major cities when I visit.
Okay, I think I will send it to the monastery. I think that is the best place. Or maybe I go visit.
That works as well.
Imagine there's some vengeance even necessary at this place. She gives a smile.
Maybe some retribution ought to be wrought sometimes. But I understand what you meant.
Well, is there anything you need?
No, things have been busy, but well. If the time comes where if you can find your chosen and you need to acquire dragon's blood, I can imagine the dragons don't need to be. I would not mind helping if it is allowed.
She shakes her head and says, and I mean, it seems like somebody has wronged you.
I say.
I'm
trying to think back who's wronged you.
Somebody has wronged you. Is there something that you need solved? Some vengeance of your own?
I'm trying to think back. Who has wronged Oliver recently? He's like thinking jumps. Who has wronged me recently? He says out loud. I mean, there was just a girl I met in Terega that didn't want to talk with me entirely because she seemed to be something happened to her family, and I was trying to get in contact with her. She seemed, I don't know. It's not the only thing I can think of, but unless someone has wronged me without my knowing, I don't really consider that vengeance needs to be wrought.
Slight dink in your pride.
Maybe that.
Well, if you need someone to seek out the woman that has wronged you, you let me know.
If you can seek out and help her, that'd be great for me. But I don't really need I don't think she deserves vengeance. A knife to the back is fine if you don't get stabbed by it.
Ooh.
Things have been more things have been much more dangerous things than a knife to the back. So I'm quite happy with that being the worst result.
Well,
She was unhappy. I stopped after that.
you do
I just
you.
wish her the best.
Maybe I will go and seek out that woman. Sounds interesting, after all.
Don't do anything too bad to her.
Would I ever?
I think Oliver genuinely does not know the answer to that. He'll leave her be. Now, okay. Okay, that's like a question mark up in the air. The Thanathars, or not Thanathar, Conalier does not know. How does he get Han and Suta's cleric back? That's just like its own thing.
Yeah.
How long was the trip to Tana Island? It was like a few weeks.
A week.
Yeah, a week there, a week back. It's probably going to take like a month total. Because I got to get to the Shadow's Peak. I got to get to the other village I forgot the name of. Find them. Somehow convince them to bring them back. And then the ship back. That's going to be like a month roughly, probably. Like if it all goes well. Okay. I think it's the next step then.
Alrighty.
Then it seems like the Conalier priest is just like they gotta figure out if they gotta do anything. That's just gonna take time. I can't really do anything. I think I'm just gonna yeah, go to Port Bream, probably, and just like start playing that shit out.
Alrighty.
I think for the plan, just to let you know about this, I can't ride Sael if I remember correctly. I'm just gonna Iron Vigil myself when I get to Shadow's Peak, and then just just like walks like I think I can do it for like 11 days without resting. 11 days to get to the other village, and then just chill there and just like just so I don't have to deal with less random encounters along the road. So that's my plan.
I mean, last time we were on Hatana Island, there was like this distinct place where Sayel lets you know that it's getting dangerous for him, and he.
Yeah. I just don't want to risk it for him, so I just rather just like I think Iron Vigil and like 10 days of walking should be enough to get to either village. I remember it being like pretty quick to get to either of the villages.
I think it's like 3 or 4 days of walking.
Yeah, so that gives me like plenty of time. Just like basically, the reason I want to do that is just I don't have to like risk sleeping alone outside. I can just walk there being fully awake and then just like still eat food and stuff, but just have like not have to worry about resting and just like, crash for a few days. I think the next step. I don't have much else to do at this point. Look at my notes. I pretty much got everything done. Yeah. Yeah, that's about it. I need holy water. That's a future problem. I'll worry about that when I get that later. It should be pretty easy to do. Once if I can gather everyone together, one of them should be able to cast all the spells.
Unless you need specific Myelin holy water to.
That would be weird because we can't cast Great Water.
Yeah, I mean, neither can.
I'll worry about that.
She has
I'll worry about
water.
that. Yeah, but we'll worry about that later. It's a future problem when we actually cast it.
Problem for future.
Everyone's gonna have that issue. We'll worry about that later. Yeah. Alright, so I think can I just go through the same procedure with the Fisherman's Guild before, or do I have to do a chart of the boat or something?
No, we can mostly hand wave the boat problem.
Okay.
The only question is, do we want to continue here, or do we take a stop here and continue in a second solo session?
I'm fine with either.
There is like I have like some sort of an idea how that goes, and it's going to take a bit of time. Yeah.
Okay. I think stopping here is good then. I think just my plan was literally just to meet with to stay in the southern village until the June and the other people showed up back up, or go between Shadow's Peak and the other village and just like the villages and just like meet with her and then go from there and then just drag her back, metaphorically speaking, to the kingdom.
Yep. Yeah.
If you need time, then I'm 100% stopping here.
With Ruven, we have to do a second session anyways, so I think it's totally fine. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine then.
Take our time with that issue and
Yeah.
maybe like solve the entire thing next session. Since like,
Yeah,
you have to go there, you have to find her, you have to convince her, you have to get her back. Then you want to like heal her memory.
I have to cleanse, I have to heal her memory.
There's,
Yeah.
like, there's a bunch of things that have to be done there.
Yeah. I guess the only other thing is like if I have like a few weeks to kill in Fort Bream, I'll like try to find like I'll just like look for clerics and ask them like if they know anything about like healing insanity or like curing memory loss, or if they have any spells they know about, and that's about it. That's the only thing I do in the meantime.
Let's quickly
Like, I'm not leaving
check
Fort Bream.
if there's anybody who could, in theory, have an answer.
Yeah, I probably have to wait some amount of time unless the boat's like ready to go
Who
immediately.
has access to the spells necessary?
What? We do have a heal spell on a scroll. I don't know if that's the spell we need. I don't think it heals. I don't know what that heals.
It is at least a potential candidate of the spells necessary. Yeah.
That is true.
You don't
I don't know
quite
if
know what the effect is, so could be
I don't know.
different things.
There's like there's some I don't know if there's like a cure. I know there's like cure insanity. We have a rod. Wait, we have a rod that cures insanity. I think, don't we?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the same. Yeah, we have a rod of like curing or something. I forgot what it's called.
I
Or
have
a
a
staff?
staff of curing that only
Yeah, I
priests
don't
can
know if-
use.
Yeah, I don't know if what that cures though. I'm trying to remember. I don't know if that would cure like insanity. If that would cure like memory loss or what insanity counts as.
Staff of curing?
Cures disease, blindness, wounds, and insanity. I don't know if that's counted as insanity or not. These are the questions I get answered.
Wounds, cure insanity. What does cure insanity do?
I have no idea. I don't think it's a spell. It's like a
I mean,
an actual spell.
calls it as a spell, so.
Yeah, it's just weird. There's no like. I don't think there's a cure insanity. I know there's some effects that call for insanity, but they usually like lock into curses as well. Like throw it together. Like I think there's like contact other plane is like remove curse will get rid of the insanity or something. I don't know how that works with this spell. I don't think specifically calls that one out. Oh well, we can think on the week anyway. That's what I'm asking about anyway. That sort of stuff.
I mean, I have an absolute answer.
Oh, okay. That's basically. I'm trying to figure out the answer in character then.
At the DM end, there's an absolute answer to the question of how to solve the issue with.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you know
with
exactly.
June, it's just like how do you arrive at the answer? That's a different question.
That's true. Yeah. So I think what I try to do is try to get like a rough idea of the answer, and then try to like go to June from there, and like and the other woman, the Threctal one priest. We need to bring them both back anyway. So.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well then, I think that's it for today.
We did.
And
we did.
will meet up with Oliver next time when he has crossed the pond once again onto the
Alone this time.
forsaken shithole of an island.
Yeah. Kind of like a dog shit place with like stupid high level monsters that I don't know what they're doing there. They're just chilling there.
You're just chilling, yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, don't worry, we just have some bunch of
Maybe your
petrification
ship
creatures.
gets eaten by the dragon. Who knows?
I'm gonna be honest, I could kill that out of character. I'm pretty sure I could solo that dragon pretty easily.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
It's like I cast Endure Heat and Cold on myself. It's 10 less damage. Its breath weapon did like not that much, all things considered, and it's like it's pretty weak.
Yeah.
Remember, especially it's not as old as Locking On. It should be easy.
Yeah.
It just the problem would be is that if the crew dies, then I'm kind of actually no, I'm not even that fucked. Cause I can if I get closer to the island, I can ride sail to the island, easy. Because I can ride in water.
Yeah, true.
As long as I get close, as long as I can see the island, I think I'm fine. Now, getting back would be a big issue, big problem, but that's a different issue. Well,
Perfect.
Hopefully that doesn't come to cross.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Well then,
All right.
I would say we'll meet again next week.
Yeah.
Till then, stay alive and don't have an accident.
I won't.
Great. Perfect. Thanks for playing. And
Thank you for running. Yeah, we did a lot.
night.
A lot accomplished. Met everyone pretty much. And
Pretty
we've now
much,
met
yeah.
every single priest pretty much, aside from one person.
Really?
Aside from the chosen of Connell, the new chosen of Connellier, I haven't met with one priest of Dulanier. That's it.
Yeah. Also, you did
everyone
not
aside
meet
from that.
Lenk yet.
Who? Oh,
Lenk.
Lank. That's right. Yeah, I've not met. I've
And
met like.
yeah, Lenk and Quentin you're missing.
Oh, is that the new
And
chosen of priest of Chakanoy?
and Quentin is the second priest of Dulanir.
Oh, okay.
Not sure if you have met him.
I
Lenk
don't
is
think I
the
have.
second Chakanoy priest, yeah.
Yeah, and assuming Allura is still the priest, or Allura's not a priest anymore, I have not met her. Or met that new one, but
Have
I've
you
met
met the Hanin Suta priests?
I've met Rin and Jude. I've not met both the Hanan Sutra priests. I've met the majority of. I've met almost everyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's an achievement in itself. I met like half of them this session probably.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Oh well.
Well
We
then.
did it.
See you next week.
See you next week. Bye bye.
Bye bye.